Jake, let me be the first to inform you about something very special happening on the interwebs right here and right now. Are you locked in for this?
I am. I think so.
Are you sure?
I hope so. Yeah.
I don't want to have your socks knocked off here, all right? I just want to make sure that you're prepared for what I'm about to tell you. And it's a timely thing. It ends today as we record this Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, 7:01, technically August 5th. So after we're done recording, I want you to take advantage of this. Did you know that you can claim 30% off of X Premium during their annual sale? Are you aware of this?
I actually was aware. Yeah.
Wow. You were aware of this.
I was.
Wow. Well, did you know that you could unlock ad-free scrolling and higher visibility even on X.com, the Everything app, the Everything website? You can also get monetization.
Fitz, no free ads, please.
No, this isn't an ad. This is me speaking from the heart, Mr. Wallinger.
Okay.
All right? I'll have you know. Not only that, and get this, you can get Super Grok. Did you know that? Super Grok?
Now, what does that mean?
It's super anti-Semitic. The regular Grok is just regular, straight-up, store-brand anti-Semitic. Yeah. This is mega anti-Semitism.
Or is it woke? Because they killed woke Grok, right?
They killed woke Grok? There was a woke Grok?
Grok used to be woke.
Grok is sometimes too woke for the people who are unwoke, because it's funny when people try to argue with Grok when it's not telling them the thing that they want to see, such as the anti-Semitism.
Yeah, but the anti-Semitism came in after he was reprogrammed to be less woke, I believe.
Fair enough. So yeah, maybe Super Grok is just the rebranding of woke Grok. Okay,
so I might be in then. That's a pretty good deal to get my friend Woke Grok back.
Proceeds from Super Grok and this 30% annual sale, which I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter. Or X, excuse me. It's not like it's popped up every other fucking minute when you're scrolling the goddamn app. But yeah, it's just that money brought in via Super Grok, which is just Woke Grok, that goes to Act Blue. Because the midterms are coming up in a year and change.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It makes you think. God, what a goddamn mess that website is. Fucking Grok.
I'm hearing Grok didn't used to be woke. It just used to say facts, which I guess is woke now.
Facts are woke.
And then rightoids got mad, so then Elon went in and tried to correct it, and then now it's
alternative facts. You'll see. We got the YouTube chat going on, youtube.com/apphot on Lansdowne. Jamie says in the chat, do you think Elon originally wanted to call it Mecha Grok, but then the whole Mecha H thing happened? I don't know what that is in reference to. I got to be honest with you, Jamie. I have no idea. I mispronounced the word to begin with. Christy in the chat, though, saying, hi, friends. Dan, at Grok is what Fitz telling me is true.
Hello, friends.
K-Bird says, higher visibility, ? Like I can see my timeline cleaner? Has to be, right? Seth in the chat going, Fitz is triggering me. Well, you know what? These are all just the facts that you get on X.com, the Everything app. And you get more facts on Pod on Lansdowne. This edition of Pod on Lansdowne, that is Jake, a.k.a. Jake. No Liam this week. Liam is absent this week. We send him our regards. He'll be back and better than ever.
Our warm regards, even.
Warm regards. Yeah, I'll step it up to warm. Yeah. Not even lukewarm, just straight up warm.
Warm regards.
Speaking of warm, I am
Fitz,
warm
Fitz,
right now.
How do you sign off your emails? What do you say?
Best.
Best. Okay. I like
Best.
that.
Best, comma, Fitzimo
Fitz.
Peña.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Junichi Tazawa, A.K.A. Fitz. This is Pod on Lansdowne. We're happy you could join us for this edition of the program. Again, no Liam this week, but we will... Jake has it on good authority that we'll be joined by someone. Is that right, Mr. Wallinger?
That's what I've heard. That's what the grapevine... I'm hearing it through the grapevine, yes.
Well, I mean, if we get the person on, you'll see it in the title who it is, but I don't want to say it out loud now in case they have to cancel, then I look like a fucking asshole saying who's coming on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fun segment planned for that later on. But that's more pod off Lansdowne stuff coming down the pipe because we've got pod on Lansdowne business to talk about here, ladies and gentlemen. What a week since we last spoke.
Have they lost since we spoke?
They have, right? I mean, they're on a 6-game win streak.
Yeah, but
Or have they not?
yeah, because
Have they not lost?
One of those days was probably off, right?
Listen, I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives
They
since
swept
pre
the
and post trade deadline.
Astros. No, they have not
They have
lost
not.
since we spoke. The last
last
loss
time-
was that miserable Monday night game.
Yeah,
that I stayed up for.
The rain out game. That was the last game that they lost. But no, the Red Sox are rolling. They can make it 7 consecutive wins here if they take Game 2 against the Kansas City Royals. It is Garrett Crochet Day on the bump. Happy Crochet to all those who celebrate. And if you're in this, if you're listening to this podcast right now, I'm sure you celebrate in your own way.
Oh, Fitz, excuse me. I'm here. This is just coming in from my ears. Our guest actually can come on in about 10 minutes.
Oh, Jesus. We are not going to be ready for, shit, it's up to you. We want to put him on?
Yeah.
We could do it, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll just we'll reroute things a little bit.
That's
But-
fine. Who
Yeah,
is it
we're
going to
good.
be?
The guest?
Yeah, I'm teeing you up.
I don't know.
You don't know. Even though you're getting word about who the guest is, but you don't know who it is.
It's a mystery. We'll find out when everyone hears their voice.
Fair enough. But all that is to say is that...
No, it's not Mabel. It's not Mabel.
Yeah, Sophie in the chat going...
Mabel Spable. They're calling her right now.
Stable. That's right.
She's got her fuck ass donut on.
Yeah, shout out to Mabel being very brave in the surgery.
Here, I'll bring
but,
up here. Fitz, talk for a second.
But no, I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives since before the trade deadline, during the trade deadline, and after the trade deadline. We do have a voicemail that kind of sets the scene over the past week that was. But before that, flash it back to Thursday. Of course, we were all upset over what we saw as not enough action done at the deadline. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that. But since then, a sweep of the Houston Astros, one of your American League rivals, keeping the good times rolling on Monday. A lot of shit going on. A lot of good shit. Jake disconnecting now. When Jake gets back, he'll be listening to the voicemail.
I'm right here. I'm good.
There you go. Again, voicemail to be thrown in right here. If you want your voicemail featured on Pod on Lansdowne in a future edition, you can dial what, Jake?
617 420 2431.
You nailed it. Took you a second, but you nailed it. Let's play the voicemail. Let me pull up the voicemail. Dude, I am sweating like a fucking steam fitter right now. It is so hot down here. Holy shit.
You know AC down there?
No.
Oh, brother.
Hey guys, Rob from St. Louis here again. Boy, what a sweep of the Astros. That was amazing. And honestly, I'm interested. I haven't been keeping up with your tweets this weekend, but I'm interested to hear what you guys had to say on Tuesday. Because, I know we ragged on Brez for not really getting anything done at the deadline, but, how much do we think that he's in communication with Cora and Bregman and Duran, the leaders in the clubhouse, and they told him, number 2 starter would help, but it would ruin the chemistry of the room. And, let's ride with the guys we've got because we're bought in. I don't know. I'm curious about your thoughts. We were all kind of wailing and gnashing our teeth right after the Devers trade, and it turns out that probably was the best thing for chemistry. It's almost like when we traded Nomar back in 2004 at the trade deadline, but we just moved Devers a month earlier than that. So, I don't know. I'm curious to hear you guys' thought. Jake, I know, your Duran thing is kind of a bit, kind of not really, but, if he's good in the room and he's keeping the guys going, maybe it's worth keeping around a little bit longer. So, I don't know. Curious to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe Brez is just smarter than us, that the best move was really no move. Kind of like that Futurama quote about if you do things the right way, people wonder if you've done anything at all. So, anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy. Have a good night. Bye.
1 sec. 5 seconds. And again, thank you very much for the voicemail there. A lot of different directions where we could take that, Jake. The general
Yeah.
vibes, the reaction
Yeah.
of the deadline afterwards on Thursday that I kind of gave the preface there to. Your Jaron Duran current stance on him. Where do you want to go? Choose your own adventure. Where do you want to go?
Well, as far as chemistry goes, yeah, it seems great. It seems like all these guys really do fuck with each other. I mean, we know there's one example, like Roman and Marcelo Meyer are like legitimately best friends. But beyond that, there's, Bregman's the team dad, and all the pitchers seem to really gel with each other. And the chemistry does certainly seem to be very real. So that's really cool. And yeah, not breaking it up is, I don't think you needed to break up the chemistry to acquire a number 2 starter. So those are two
I agree with
different
that.
conversations. But would I have liked a starter? Yeah, I would, and I still would. And we don't need to relitigate all that. Wait, no, we haven't even spoken since the trade deadline.
No, we
right?
haven't. So there's worth
I
a little bit of litigation.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
Granted, I wrote damn near 2,500 words
And
on it.
I
over
wrote
the
a
monster.
thing too
Yeah.
about the Joe Ryan trade that wasn't, and my whole thing in so many words is like,
Yeah,
you
because
can't
we don't
really
want
be
to have
mad at.
complete sourpusses on our face
Yeah,
in the middle of a 16.
You can't really be mad at Craig for not acquiring Joe Ryan specifically, because no one
Correct.
acquired Joe Ryan. But you can definitely be upset that a number 2 or a 3 didn't come back, because that would be nice on this team, and all we got was Dustin May. But the real mistake was not having a pivot when the Ryan thing, when he couldn't close. But they keep winning, so I don't know. Maybe he is just smarter than all of us.
He very well might.
Yeah,
I mean,
he is, like, as far, I mean, his IQ, I'm certain, is higher than all of ours.
Correct. Well, he's
What is
part
he,
of
a
that whole Yale thing.
molecular? What was his major? He's like a molecular physicist or something.
Some fucking engineer or something like that. Not the engineers from Prometheus, but some sort of engineer. Spiff in the YouTube chat going, tough to be pissed fresh off a sweep of the division leader. And you're absolutely right, Spiff. And that was part of what I wrote about as well. It's like, I just wanted to get all of my feelings post-Thursday, because although it feels like I lived 1,000 lifetimes since then, I really haven't. It was just a matter of days ago. And that has implications down the line. I didn't want to be the guy throwing, a cold blanket on everybody, throwing cold water in the middle of a win streak, a huge series victory, huge series sweep over the weekend against Houston, who you very well could see in October. It still didn't change the fact that I still think that there were parts of the team that weren't addressed, but I'm not going to sit here and just reiterate the entirety of the piece, because at the end of the day, if you'll beg pardon, I should have muted there. That's a rookie move on me,
No, it's
Jake. There,
hey,
I got to
don't
use.
don't beat yourself up about it.
There's a mute. I'm all over the place. God, there's a mute button for a reason. Trades or not, acquisitions or not, even with just Steven Matz and Dustin May, who I have my questions, especially about the latter. Even then, I still think that this can very well easily be a playoff team. I think it's good enough. Are they a perfect team? Absolutely not. Do I understand why the organization might want to keep an eye even then towards building a sustainable future? Sure. But to quote a friend of mine on Thursday, to be a sustainable winner, at first you have to be a winner in the first place.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but again, it's not worth getting so upset over, because there have been guys, not just, the very top of the totem pole, not just Crochet, who's pitching tonight, not just, his starts have been skipped over the last couple of days, so it's not like he's been the massive part of this win streak in the first place. Could be at the end of the night, but you catch my drift. It's not just that it's only Bregman or only a Willie or Abreu. There are guys all over the place chipping in. I mean, I'm sure we'll be talking about some of the other starters not named Crochet during Fuck With, Don't Fuck With. Guys in the lineup from top to almost bottom. I won't say all the way bottom, but almost bottom, who are dealing out some damage over the last few days. It's encouraging. it's nice. I hope they continue to shove my disappointment on Thursday up my ass, because that means only good things for the Red Sox. And at the end of the day, that's what I want. I want good things for this baseball team. And right now, they're rolling right along in the middle of, again, what we've called a very tough stretch, Jake. This late July, early August kind of gauntlet.
Yeah, I mean, the Royals are the first mid-team they've... Oh, no, I forgot about the Twins. Excuse me. But it's been I mean, since the All-Star break. Before the All-Star break, the Rays were good, too. It's
post All-Star break, 5 of your 7 series are going to be against either division leaders or damn near close to division leaders, depending on how, when you look at the standings at one point.
Yeah, but Fitz, I'll tell you what. I like our chances.
I do too. Is it famous last words?
Famous last words, but and you know what? The Astros are probably, I know they're leading that division, but they're probably not the best team to like gauge ourselves. The AL is not good. Sorry. I'll say it again. It's not. That Astros team, they could not have moved me less for having, what do they have, 62 wins coming in? Or 61 wins? Like, that offense is vile. And I know, like, they've
got like
pitching.
25 guys hurt, too.
They do. I know, but I'm saying, like, they still have 60 whatever wins.
Sure.
Tigers don't move me. Jays don't move me. I think we're right there with these guys.
I hear you.
The Yankees are fucked.
Yeah, no. Well, Judge is back, so, I mean...
Oh, is he back tonight?
I saw a notification that he was, unless the MLB notification lied to me. It said Judge is back, unless it's Joe Judge talking about the NFL coach. Yeah, maybe Joe Judge is back. And, right? Yeah, he's back being the coordinator.
I've just confirmed that statement.
Right. Dan in the YouTube chat goes, the Astros got swept by the A's. Jake is right. That is a good point. Any given Sunday kind of deal, any team can take a couple of games off of any team, but that is true. That's I don't know if they're consecutive sweeps, but damn near consecutive sweeps, if not, for Houston. Pluto in the YouTube chat goes, the thing is, I like our great profile picture of Snoopy playing the cassettes, by the way, Pluto. The thing is, I like our chances, but I don't like that the lack of real starting pitching acquisition gives the guys we already have less wiggle room for rough starts. And my question to you, Mr. Liam Fennessy, is do you agree?
Well, I was just talking to Smiley, and he doesn't agree. And I run all of my opinions through that face, that yellow, breaming, jaundiced face.
I had jaundice when I was a baby. That's a fun fact for you.
Did you really?
I mean, of jaundice to Vinder. It wasn't like a wicked case of jaundice, but I did have it.
Babies come out jaundiced from time to time, I can confirm.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do they do? What do they do? How do they fix that?
They largely just wait it out. They just go, we'll see if this goes away.
Oh, okay.
They told me to rub some dirt on it, and I ended up okay. Now I'm as pale as a ghost. But Coley, we were talking about the actual comment that was brought up by Pluto here is that thing is, I like our chances, Pluto says, but they don't feel like the lack of real starting pitching acquisitions at the deadline gives the guys we already have less wiggle room for rough starts. And that kind of is part of the larger conversation here, Mick, that, not much we can do in terms of changing what happened at the deadline, the reactions to that. It's just kind of, we have to move going forward off of that. But I think that is something worth being said because guys like Bayo and Giolito are absolutely shoving right now. And if they continue to do that and shove the sentiment I had up my ass, then that's great. That's good for the team. As Jaron gets a hold of one. Nope, not deep enough, though. I thought off the bat, I thought it looked good. But it's kind of a larger conversation of the mixture between, how good of a stretch the team is on right now, mixed with some of the disappointment that came on Thursday. So it's kind of a free-for-all conversation based off of that.
Yeah, I would have loved if they got someone more stable than Dustin May. I don't think that's an unfair thing to ask for. It's kind of like Kyle Harrison. If we just acquired Kyle Harrison under different circumstances, I don't think there would have been that reaction when Devers was traded for him. And I know Jake's over it, but at the time, like that, if we had just traded for Kyle Harrison, I think we would have been like, that's sick. Only trading for Dustin May, people were like, what the fuck? We're not even sure he's the best start. Like, if they stretched out Steven Matz, are we sure Dustin May is the best starter we acquired?
Don't forget we traded Tibbs for him.
I don't even know why we targeted Tibbs when we talked
Yeah,
to
I
the
don't.
Giants.
I mean, clearly they weren't that into him. So
He
I
needed
had
a rental. That's why.
I had
Tibbs
been
gets you made,
hearing
man.
for about 4 weeks. And how long had it even been between the trade and the
I
deadline?
think it was like 6 weeks.
Yeah, I had been hearing for at least 4 weeks, like they're jamming him into every conversation they're having with any other team. And it was just very funny. Like he was going at the deadline, even if it was just like for a low A prospect, he was going at the deadline.
Breslow's
Tibbs,
like, don't even
we
bother
hardly
with
knew ya.
getting an apartment, just a hotel in Worcester. That should be fine. But again, at the end of the day, we can talk about what did or didn't happen, but the team is rolling right now at a pivotal point in the season. And with that in mind, there will be quite a lot to fuck with, and I'm sure some things to not fuck with. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, fuck with, don't fuck with. Putting you on the spot for that, Coley, in a few moments. Back after this. What's going on, chat? How we doing, gang? Anyone?
Coley,
fucking
I have the same.
sweating bullets like me?
I have that same crusty doll.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
That's
they're
the-
just.
That's for
That's
later
the
in the
evil
episode.
one. That's the evil one.
Well, you can be set to evil,
Right.
of course.
He has happy mode as well.
Just regular.
Coley, we were
Krusty.
discussing this off air for when we do the third and final segment, which is a surprise to the chat. We have not announced exactly what it is. Do we want to do 4 selections or 5?
Oh, I don't think it's real drafting if you're only going 4.
Oh wow,
Ooh, Jake.
Okay. All right, no,
Damn.
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, 5 it is.
That's fine.
I have a big board of 15 selections here, so I'm covered one way or the other. There's no way that I can be scrambling with my big board, considering what I got.
They're
goes
famously
through
short on episodes, that unnamed program.
What are they at now?
Oh,
600
God.
something, I believe.
Is it more than that? It might.
It's oh god, 790.
I thought you were going to say like 712 or something.
Oh
like,
my
they just passed
God.
700. No.
They're
So
knocking
when-
on the door. They are on the precipice of 8.
They got to go to 1,000, right?
Jamie, yes, third and final segment of the show. Stay tuned.
Did you guys see that Matt Groening at Comic-Con straight up said that they probably won't end the show until one of the main cast members dies?
Listen.
You can't say that. You can't say that out loud.
I mean, it's probably going to be Harry Shearer there. I mean, he's like 80 something.
I don't know,
at
man.
this point.
Julie Kavner sounds rough these days.
It's well. Have you heard him do Monty Burns' voice? I heard a clip of it the other day. It
it's bad.
sounds like Smithers. it's tough.
White or black Smithers?
Yeah, but the first episode, Black Smithers. Yes, when they ran out of colors or whatever it was. All right, let me get this advertisement pulled up.
Oh, for Forever Collectibles?
That's right.
FOCO for short. If you're hip.
I'm not.
All right, 5 seconds. Pod on Lansdowne here. Fuck with, don't fuck with. Coming up in just a second here. Fitz, Jake, and Liam / Coley. It depends on the way the wind's blowing here. At your service. Before we do that, though, a quick word from our friends at, as Coley mentioned, Forever Collectibles. In case you folks were not aware, Forever Collectibles, which it colloquially is FOCO. FOCO is one of the leading manufacturers in officially licensed collectibles, apparels, accessories, home decor, and much, much more. For more than 25 years, FOCO's success is directly related to their ability to bring exciting new designs and product ideas that allow you to show off your fandom at the game in the comfort of your own home or anywhere else that you may go. Right now, we're offering you, our friends, a 10% discount code on all FOCO items that are in stock, including a wide range of products that they carry for our beloved Boston Red stockings. So what you're going to do to take advantage of this, head over to FOCO.com, that is FOCO.com, or you can click on the link in the description of this episode, wherever you're listening, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, you name it, and use the promo code POL10 to save 10% off at checkout. Again, it's in stock, FOCO products only. Pre-order items. Coley tried pre-ordering the other day. No dice, right, Coley?
They showed up to my house and issued a heavy sack beating, which I, for one, didn't appreciate.
Stop sending letters to Mr. Sinatra.
That's what's making me wait. Again, that promo code is P as in pod, O as in on, L as in lemonade, 10 to save 10% off at checkout at foco.com. Find your fandom with FOCO. Fuck with, don't fuck with. Who wants to start us off here? And in what direction? Do we fuck with first or we not fuck with first? The world is our oyster here. Who wants to take the reins here?
Coley, I think it's got to be you to lead off, right?
Yeah,
Best
I mean,
first?
when the team has been down, you guys jump directly into don't fuck with. But it's been so good for like so long at this point. I think you have to fuck with, to what you were alluding to, Bayo and Giolito. As I think back to this season and how we got here, them two in early May just kind of nodding at each other, like two Cam Newtons just looking at each other and head nodding and being like, we're just going to be a number 2 and number 3. Without that, I don't know where we are right now, because you've seen the offense go up and down. Bregman was obviously out. We traded Devers right around that time, but those two have been consistently frontline starters behind Crochet. And without that, I like the bullpen got, after they were trading off 3-inning starts for what seemed like weeks, the bullpen finally was able to catch their breath too, because they were going into the 6th, 7th, 8th inning on occasion. So I'm fucking with them. Continue, and I point to them as huge reasons why we haven't had our annual post All-Star break swoon. So yeah, I'm pointing directly at them and letting the boys know I fuck with them.
Bayo specifically has been extra impressive. Him working out of the jam earlier Monday evening, that was very, very impressive. Not to be the body language expert, but he seems much more composed even when things start. When a couple things maybe don't go his way, he's able to lock back in and get the job done. Under the hood stuff with Bayo, not a ton has changed. He's using the same repertoire about the same amount of time, locating in about the same amount of places. And someone who's smarter than me can probably explain this, but the one thing that's different from Bayo last year, where he kind of had his ups and downs. Last half of the year was a bit better, but still some bumps in the road, to this year where he's sniffing damn low 3s, ERA in the low 3s at this point. Like it's something impressive.
Oh, it's like 302. I want to say I tweeted it out last night.
Approaching 2-something territory.
Yeah, 303 as of August 4th.
That's crazy.
If you bring it back to it was literally that Marlins start. Was that the 4th of July last year? Since then, which is when he reintroduced
where
his
he went
fastball.
like 8 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was after like they sent him to Miami like the previous series so he could clear his head and probably just like, I don't know, put his face in some tits in a pool somewhere. We know he's one to do that. Hot tub.
That's right.
Excuse me. I don't speak ill of my ace. Ever since then, yeah, he's been better, honestly better, because like the Sox prospect guys, they'll always be like, Bayo's ceiling was like a number 3 if everything went well. He's been better than that.
Right.
He just genuinely has.
And Jamie in the chat brings up a point of this, and this was going to lead into it. Jamie says there's a decent defense behind him. And obviously with the amount of ground balls that Bayo initiates, that's huge for his profile. And again, I think I said this, I made this meme comparison either last week or the week before. It really is the bell curve of the one dumb Wojak, the really smart Wojak with the robe on his head, and the screaming Wojak. The two opposite ends of the bell curve for these Wojaks is that Bayo doesn't give up hard contact. He's limiting the hard contact this year. That's really all there is to it. If he's still initiating all the ground balls and he's not getting squared up as much as often, which he had been prone to do, that's a recipe for success, especially if the defense behind him is up to snuff, which was a question mark in the last couple of years. Sure. And again, as Jamie mentioned, it is decent because he's never going to be the guy to consistently punch out 8, 9, 10 guys, and that's okay. But based off of his profile, it's similar to what we see in Milwaukee with Jay Cover Your Ears, Quinn Priester, that he has a good defense behind him and initiates enough ground balls. you're able to make it work even if he's not the biggest wipeout pitcher in the world. And that's what's clicking with Bayo. That's what I appreciate.
The one run he allowed yesterday was because Jake's pal Duran threw it to the first baseman while Salvi Perez walked home. Like, that was the only reason he yielded one run yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad
Jake's
throw,
pal.
wasn't it? I forgot about that.
You're kind of changing your tune on Mr. Duran.
No, well, we'll get to him. We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Yeah, Duran, me and him, we have LGBT, Lucas Giolito ball thrower, and now we have DH, which is Duran, hitter. Like, he's just the DH. I'm fully in lockstep with Jake. That's our DH for this year.
Yeah. Well, all right. He was not going to be my fuck with, but I'll do it. I'll fuck with Jarren Duran this last month or so.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't need to.
It's very big.
Do my whole. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Fitz. I don't need to do my whole spiel here. But he's tearing the fucking cover off the ball for the last. Is it month? What was the? It's like mid. It was like early July. Yeah. And I think maybe the Red Sox are starting to sort of see that he should just DH. Like, they should just have the 4 outfielders and it's like Cedon's in center, and then they can kind of
Dan with the Bill Simmons. Whoa! In the chat for the Duran
mess around. Coley and I both agree. Masataka Yoshida, it's over. I have simply no interest in seeing him again this year. He's entirely useless. There's no reason for him to get ABs. That should just be Duran's. He should just DH the rest of the year. He's very clearly the worst defensive outfielder of the 4 we have. And there's not like a clear guy to DH anyway. So, like, and it's, you're going to be like, oh, he's fast, so that's weird. Whatever. I don't know. That's fine. Who cares?
Yoshida has the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time right now. He is currently at the bat at Fenway Park right now as Jake talks about this.
He looks so bad, and I really, they're in no position to like try and figure out that. What is he? He's squared up 1 ball since he's been back, right? Or 2? It might be 2.
You're right. It'd be one thing, and I think I mentioned this on another episode as well, not to sound like a broken record here. It'd be one thing if this is still, okay, he just missed spring training with his injury. He's just kind of working his way back. We're just trying to iron out something, the kinks. It's still relatively earlier in the season. Labor Day is in a couple of weeks, man. Like, we got to win some ball games in a wide open American League. They can't afford it. Obviously, a night here or there, maybe to get someone off their feet. To put Yoshida in the lineup. It's not the end of the world.
But that's also what Rob does when there's a lefty on the hill. So, like, you're already getting someone off there.
Fair enough, right? Exactly. Put Rob on ice. I'll give you a
Yoshida,
hint.
shout out Masa, first walk of the year. He just pulled that off just now.
We might be back.
What a
August
moment. remember where you were.
On base rate is 1,000 ever since Jake said that he was going to boil him in a big stew. Yeah. That's
a good point. His home run was off Cody Clemens. So, like, he
yeah, exactly. I just
best
have
pitcher in his family, obviously.
I just have very little interest in seeing Masa play every day. And the Duran bit, whatever, but I would be idiotic to act like he's not one of the 9 best hitters on the team. And he's the 4th worst outfielder on the team. So it makes sense. Like, that's pretty much the whole and he can't play second, I guess. So that's it.
Also, Rafaela's offensive numbers, I think he has like a 174 like OPS. Or no, it's like a 343 OPS when he plays second base. Like, he not only is he worse defensively at second and worse for the team, he's also giving you less than nothing at the plate, whereas it's like a 790 OPS when he's playing center field.
When he was just cooking, just a handful of weeks ago when he was consistently playing center field before we reintroduced the whole second base thing.
And then he goes back and plays center field this weekend and he starts hitting again.
Who would have thought? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're telling me now for the first time. And listen,
an alarming text has hit the building. Narvaez is hurt.
Oh no,
that would be devastating.
Like, actually hurt.
I mean,
Pluto says Narv is slow as hell. That's brutal. Something happened. Is on the double play ball. Yeah, I mean he's He's not walking down to first, but he's definitely pulling up like that.
Connor Wong, our nation turns
God.
its lonely eyes to you.
Should I make my fuck with for the week Connor Wong just to like give him the motivation to keep going? Like, because God,
Yeah, he had an RBI.
yeah. Sox, that newer account, Sox Quotes on Twitter, doing like Connor Wong 190 RBI away from breaking the single season Red Sox record, or however much it was. But no, to move on with fuck with, don't fuck with. My fuck with for the week is Mr. Rob Refsnyder. Every team needs someone like a Rob Refsnyder just to deepen the lineup every so often, doing what needs to be done, getting the party started earlier on Monday. His contributions over the weekend were great. There's nothing more to say than that. Like I just appreciate Rob Refsnyder. I don't really have much more further analysis than that. He just makes my heart smile. I like having him there. I feel comfortable when he's at the dish. Every team needs someone like that. And maybe this goes to the earlier point that, how can you fucking quantify vibes? If we lead the league in vibes, we'd be holding a trophy, the core quote, yada, yada, yada. Maybe he is that kind of presence within the clubhouse as well. And to have that steady presence on the field, in the batter's box to go with that, again, just makes my heart smile, Mr. Wallinger.
He's a beautiful teammate to have. And I think what's really beautiful is him and Romy. We all saw their little chat today. They did players on players or something. What do they call it? And they whenever Rob
inside the players studio.
Yeah, whenever Rob decides to hang him up, I don't know. He talked last year. He sounded like he wanted to retire soon. I was
gonna say our threats to retire or join the military have drastically gone. It's like our recession indicator. Like we're going back to being a real team because we don't have people threatening to retire every 5 years.
You have a bar graph for like 2020 through 25 like every year. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0.
So whenever Rob does decide to hang him up, I guess, we have another Rob built right in. So I think that's a beautiful thing. They seem to just... all they do is they mash lefty. Fitz, I've added Romy onto this fuck with. Sorry.
That's fine.
I don't know.
Add them in there too.
They're kind of they're symbiotic, the two of them. You can't talk about one without the other.
Sort of like a cosmic combo.
The lefty thing, like yesterday, it's become funny. Like they just
very funny.
It's like, oh, okay, the base hit against the lefty. It doesn't matter who the lefty is. It doesn't. It's just like these guys are both good for 2 to 3 hits a game if a lefty's starting. It's awesome.
K Bird in the chat goes foolish baseball, who we love. Shout out Bailey. Said that that's the last thing a left-handed pitcher sees before they die.
Oh, the podcast of that they did or whatever it was.
Yes, yeah, them sitting down. So no, again, those are the guys that in 15 years from now, if this team goes on to bigger and better things, we're going to be sitting down having a nice a cold one. Say, God, remember Rob Refsnyder? And then we're all going to go, oh, he was awesome. He was the man. Romy Gonzalez, dude. They're going to be all-time naming dudes selections down the line.
Would Romy be the best player on the White Sox?
Obviously.
It's
the Whites. It'd be him or my boss. Like I don't.
Yeah, I'm looking up their. So Mike Talkman has 1.4 FWAR for them.
Didn't know he was still playing professionally.
Mr. Pigman, you're alive.
And Romy has. Romy for us has.
Montgomery has been hot. That's fair. Montgomery has
Pluto
been hot.
mentions Colson Montgomery. That is true.
Well, I can't find Romy's F4, but rest assured, Fangraphs.
He'd be up there. He'd at least be in the conversation, I think.
Fangraphs confuses me. It gives me anxiety, this webpage.
I mean, it's a great resource. It really is, but there's a lot going on for the user interface of it all.
Way too much. Yeah, I don't know what the F4 is.
It could use a refresh, a gentle suggestion to our friends over at Fangraphs.
I don't think they want regular people looking at it. I think that's why they do it.
Just savants.
You want the knowledge, you're going to have to work for it.
Right.
This baseball analytics shit is not for everyone. You got to prove that you want to figure out what the ground ball rate for Garrett Crochet and Double A was. Okay? I'll have you know.
Fitz, can I just give an honorary fuck with, because I sort of, Coley's brought up Durant, and I did want to address that, but I do have one that I would like to just touch on
this
quickly.
is your segment idea. To
I
begin
know,
with, so
and I
feel
like
you
to
get
I like to
grandfathered
adhere to
into
the
an
rules,
extra.
but
That's
I like
fine.
to adhere
Do it
to
up.
the rules, but another man who I've done quite a turnaround on this year, Trevor Story, Mr. AL Player of the Week. Unk still got it.
Still,
That was very
that-
wholesome to see everyone congratulate him.
It was. It's a beautiful thing.
In the AL, he's never been this ever. Like, this is not a Trevor Story we've seen in Boston. Like, we saw it for like a few
Those
weeks
2 weeks
stretch
in
in
May.
Yeah, when he was playing second. Like, as a shortstop, he's never been this good of a player, and it's the most welcome sight I've ever seen.
Because
I mean,
if
just
he's
to
going
put
to
it-
be
to
playing
put
there
it in
every day, it just makes the
perspective-
lineup that much deeper.
To put it in perspective, his OPS right now is 731, and as recent as I want to say, like late June maybe, or mid June. I mean, it bottomed out. He was in the fives. So the
Yeah.
fact that it's come up that much is like, I mean, he has been. I tell you, when it's basically started was he shook one man's hand on the 3rd of July. That's pretty much right when it. He was the only guy to wear a suit in that whole fucking video.
He set it
clearly
up.
meant
I
a lot
think.
to him. Yeah. It
Yeah, he
clearly meant a
he
lot
shook
to
Connor
him.
Wong's hand. That's who it was. It was yeah.
Well, Wong's been better since too.
It's true.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
Trevor-
the threshold was in fucking Hades.
I mean, guys, Trevor Story, he's gonna go 2020. Knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood.
Certainly.
Knock on wood.
Someone
like-
tweeted that the other day. I can't
That's
remember
fucking
who it was.
crazy.
Someone said it's going to be the strangest 2020 season of all time. My apologies. It very well could be someone who is listening to this at some point. If it's you, tweet me at Fitzy Mopena. I will. I'll give the bump there because it was true. It's going to be a weird 2020 season, and I mean, part of it, again, not to have the bell curve thing, not to make it oversimplify everything. He just simply looks like he's not fucking drowning at the plate. When it was that stretch when you had people suggesting could a DFA be in his future, he just looked like he was drowning. Couldn't catch up to fastballs, getting out in front of everything.
He was, and I cannot
nasty.
stress this enough. I cannot stress. He was literally the worst hitter in baseball in May.
It was worse than just like just a regular.
Yeah, like he's slumping. Don't worry about it. He everything was he was drowning every single at bat. I honestly can't believe that here we are. What 3 months, 2.5 months later, and he's been this important to the resurgence. Have we resurged? Would you say? I don't a little.
Well, we
right?
never did. We really surge to begin with.
Right.
Did
I
we
guess
have a surge?
that's fair. So just the surgence.
Yeah.
The surgeons.
Surgencing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Surgeons on Lansdowne. There
I
you
mean,
go.
there's a legitimate chance, like, because we're getting closer and closer to October, which is closer and closer to free agency. If he's riding this into free agency, like, he genuinely may opt out.
We've talked about that a bunch of times, and it's like
Oh,
it's such a if the timing worked, like if he has a hot October, I agree. Like if we say we play, I don't know, 10 playoff games or something, like
I'm not
God
there
knows.
yet.
But
I mean, it's Bo Bichette, and that's it. Like, there aren't
Yeah.
other, even just middle infielders, let alone short.
what does he need to beat?
available.
50? Is that what he's on? Is that
Something like that.
what he's locked in for?
He gets
It's
locked
two more-
into 2. Yeah.
Well,
probably.
Coley, then we could do if he opts out, we can
The
opt him
Garrett
back
Cole,
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole.
But yeah, I think it's 2 years, 25. Yeah, I think it's 2 years, 25 that he's on the hook for after this year.
Not
Yeah,
enough
maybe-
people
I mean,
talk
we'll
about. That's
see.
how the Yankees season started. Was Garrett Cole threatened to opt out? Passan tweeted like he's opting out. Cashman was like, "Good luck," and he was like, "We're just kidding. We're not actually opting out."
Yeah, they didn't even give him. He didn't even get the extra
No.
year.
No, he didn't.
He was just like, all right, I was just fooling around. That was so bizarre.
We do a little trolling.
Yeah,
I did-
Cashman was just like, "We're gonna miss you, Garrett. Thanks for all the memories." He was like, "Wait." Very funny.
Yeah, and then he had, now
Yeah, now he's
6
dead.
months later, he's dead. Yeah.
He was
All right, Fitz, don't fuck with my friend.
Or Coley don't fuck with. We'll circle back.
Oh, right, Coley, you let off. That's right. Coley, what are
Yeah.
you not fucking with?
I mean, it's comfortably the trade deadline.
Sure.
And really, it's like the same stories coming out that you heard around what got Heim fired. I don't think Craig's close to being fired, especially if the team keeps performing this well. But we're at the point where I genuinely don't really know how he pulled off the Crochet trade, knowing how he handled a lot of these negotiations. The not making an offer on Joe Ryan until like the actual deadline is the most insane thing I've heard. I don't understand how that happens. How you're so sure, like, we're going to put one guy on the table, they're going to come themselves and give us Joe. That's insane behavior. Genuinely insane behavior. And like, just, I don't know. I thought this team, specifically with how bad the rest of the AL is, I do think is, if efforts were more focused either on that guy or elsewhere, yeah, I think it's a drastically better rotation right now. Maybe Walker Buehler's not on the team, something along those lines. Like, definitely a better team. So that bothers me.
Yeah, and I don't want to, and I don't totally want to stay hung up on this because, again, the vibes are good. We don't want to just be complete negativity merchants here. But you're right. It didn't have to just.
It's don't fuck with. It's only negative. Like, what do you? This is the time to be negative.
What? Fair enough. Fair enough. The show as a whole, but if there is a time to be only negative, it is don't fuck with. That is a good point. So steer right into the negativity then. It didn't have to be only Joe Ryan, and like that's the only reason why I was upset. It's the contingency plans that weren't able to be pulled off. It's the talents below a Joe Ryan that were able to be accomplished by the Rangers, the Tigers, the Astros, the rest of your competition. Other teams
has
in the
anyone
National
put
League.
out like a comparison thing? Like these would be the Red Sox prospects of the Merrill Kelly deal? Did I? Because I never saw that, and I have no gauge of like what that cost.
It's tough because I know the cost and I can't say it. I apologize. I know what the cost would have been.
No.
I cannot say it, and no one here would have been upset. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
No one would have been like, I can't believe we did that.
All right. Yeah.
So that's and again, and it's not specific to only Merrill Kelly. It's guys that even weren't moved. We named plenty of guys in our preview episode that are still employed by the same team that they were last week. It's just
I struggle personally to get upset though about guys that didn't move because it's like, well, no one may. It's like Merrill Kelly. I'm upset about because he did get traded.
Fair
Someone
enough.
traded for him. Like I'm not like Yandy Diaz.
And you don't want to overextend
get
yourself.
traded.
You don't
What
want to
am I
give
gonna-
up a fucking king's ransom for Edward Cabrera or for Mitch Keller.
No.
Of course, I understand that. Everybody has a price. I get that, but why were so many other teams able to get to that price that seemed reasonable? Of course, hindsight could always be 20/20 on a trade. It could look great now, and it looks horrible in 20 years. I understand that. I get it, but we were the only ones that weren't able to be huge movers and shakers for a need that even the most casual of fans would have been able to point to and say could use some help there. That's fine.
We're also like there's been a narrative that no pitchers with control moved, and it's like half true. No starters with control moved. Mason Miller went for like maybe the top prospect in baseball, and Duran from the Twins went for like a relatively fair package, like a
Duvall has a year as well, doesn't he? I think next year.
I believe so, but he's also been bad for like 2 years now, so that's
Right, that's
part
fair.
of the issue. To
was
me,
a problem when
Bednar.
he
I
first
think
came up,
Bednar has
though.
control. I think everybody. I think
Probably.
Bednar has control as well.
that the way people talked about that deal, like they were killing Charrington because they were asking him like, why didn't you take their number 5 prospect? And he was like, I like the other players better. People were like, but they were ranked lower. It's like no one gives a fuck about baseball.
I think
Americans.
I don't think he helped himself that his quote was like there were. I don't know if he used the word better players, but he was. What did he say, Fitz? It was like higher. Like
I actually
players
don't
were,
know the quote that you were.
It was like
referring to.
players
I
were
apologize.
available to us that. I'll find it. Whatever.
I also
Ben
think God love
Charrington,
Ben-
not a great GM.
Yeah, I was gonna say, God love Ben Charrington. Thank you for 2013, King. I mean, it's you know what I mean. But
Thank
yeah,
you for not trading for Matt Harvey.
There you go. Right? Yeah, that's part of it. But I I think he's kind of worn out the welcome with the Pittsburgh fan base, based on what I've seen. Obviously, social media attacks, Twitter isn't everything. It's the only thing, but and it's the everything app, of course. But it seems like, based off of his reputation in the Steel City, it's kind of like a quote like that does not play as well for the Yinzers.
He gets
I
to
feel bad
spend
for
like
those.
$15 a year on free agents. I feel like he's probably doing the best he can.
That's a whole conversation for your Pirates, based off the hat, of course.
Love my Buccos. What
Did I
else
freeze?
was there on the trade deadline? For a half second, you're fine.
Up.
There's something. Oh,
We're good?
just the lack of urgency on the trade deadline even more so bothers me than like the whole Joe Ryan situation, what's been talking to the ground. Like, once you see like Josh Naylor and people coming off the board for, again, not expensive prices, it's just like, what are we waiting for? And then apparently we were genuinely waiting for, because Jared didn't tell me, we were doing the live stream. He told me the May deal, and he didn't even tell me who it was, but he said that deal was done. That was at like 4:15. So that wasn't done like hours before the deadline. Like, that was done like an hour and a half before the deadline. So like that, even that wasn't done super urgently. Very strange handling of everything.
Right. And to expand upon the what are we waiting for thing, I understand that, like, okay, if we eventually get a deal done for a Joe Ryan, or if we sign a Michael King, if we trade for another controllable starter, whatever the answer is in the winter, which I'm confident that Breslow, who I still appreciate, Thursday, even taking Thursday into account, I still think Breslow, for the most part, has done a pretty good job so far.
I'm
if
still
not
a
perfect.
breastfeeder.
Still
I
a
am.
breastfeeder, baby. Mama.
But
but
I'm not switching to formula
even
yet.
at that point, if it's done in the winter, it's like, well, if this was a need in the middle of the season, and that's part of the demise potentially, hopefully it's not. I don't want the demise at all. But if that's part of it, and it's a need that we could have
Durant
identified
keeps
in
hitting.
November, December, January, why were we not
Double.
able to identify it in July to get it done there? Even if it's just a stopgap before getting that big ticket Joe Ryan or whoever it might be.
Yeah, I agree. It's a shame that they couldn't. I mean, Dustin May, man, what a bummer. We'll see how it
Imagine
goes.
he just goes and fucking slices.
We'll
Yeah.
see. I bet he seems like the type of guy who's like pissed he got traded, which can go very well or very poorly.
Has anyone mentioned the fact that the Dodgers have roughly, conservatively speaking, 92 starters who are hurt right now, and they still decided to trade away?
It's the UCL graveyard, dude. I'm so fucking sick of that franchise. It's
They're
nice
not-
that they're not.
They're not super well run. Like,
No,
as
they have money.
much-
They have lots and lots and lots of money.
and they
Which you
don't
could
even,
contend does make you well. I mean, it's just the funding for it. It's like, okay, well, we'll just
Kinda,
we'll just
and
get
it
Freddie
massive-
Freeman.
like, this is a team that had like two of the most detestable human being pitchers on the same staff like 3 years ago. That wasn't super long ago. And everyone focuses on the one guy giving up bombs in Japan. They had another, maybe worse player in the same rotation.
Yeah.
And he was homegrown. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of who they are. They took a first ballot Hall of Fame right fielder and have made him an unplayable shortstop on the wrong side of his 30s. Like, what? Why did they do that? Why didn't they get a shortstop?
They massacred our boy.
Why did they do that?
Yeah.
I tweeted something like this on deadline day, and I'm legitimately like conspiratorial about their prospect rankings. No other team in baseball. I swear to God, they have not had a legit like hit prospect of theirs that developed with them since Will Smith. But I swear to fucking God, they have 10 guys in the top 100 every single year.
Always.
And none of them end up as they get packaged in these deals for stars. I don't know who's. I don't know. I think I can blow this one open. I do. I think there's something sinister.
Michael Bush only became a guy once he got dealt to the Cubs. Like, he did
Yeah.
nothing for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
No, or like Jordan Alvarez was a Dodgers
Josh Fields.
prospect, but
Yeah.
Bailey.
He was like
Before-
high A. He was like
Yeah.
19 when they traded
Yeah.
him.
Before we move to Jake's don't fuck with, I just want to Jamie in the chat here going. Jake did a complete 360. Yes, not a 180 on Breslow in the span of like 2 hours on Thursday. It was a pretty amusing. It was pretty amusing to watch that unfold on X, the Everything app. Jake, when he gets into his flow states, His schizo
Absolutely
states
kills
where
me.
he's got like 7 different. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. I think the greatest Jake jinx of all time is Jake tweeting, "Oh, so Joe Ryan is coming on a quote tweet," and then I could look up the screenshot. I think it was something along the lines of 25 seconds later, quoting the tweet that said, "Yeah, Joe Ryan's not coming to the Red Sox." And he goes, "Oh, it's unbelievable. No one has done it better than him."
I was up because it seemed like they were going to get him, and then when it was like, oh, they're not, then it fell through or didn't make it there. I guess it didn't fall through. Then I was really down, and then I sort of come around on it. I was like, honestly, I still think we're one of the 3 best teams in the AL. Like, the Yankees are worse than us. The Rangers are worse than us. I think the Mariners are still worse than us.
Yeah.
The
This
Astros,
is all a product of you not putting the phone down, which I told you over the weekend.
Yes,
It's like, Jake,
you did.
sometimes you just
And then that guy called me a
gotta
pedophile.
think.
That was the same day. I don't know what that was about. I still don't know what that was about. I don't even know who that guy was. Ow! I just think the AL does not move me. So I came right around.
Did they ever reply to you saying, "Oh, okay"? By the way, someone called.
No,
me
that
a
was
nonce?
it. No, he just said you're a pedophile, and I said, all right.
It's news to me.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Sophie was a child back in the day, so
Back
it
in the
really
day,
does
that's
make
right.
you think.
Brez, I just again, we just went through this whole thing. It sucks they didn't get a starter. I still think he's overly positive as a GM in the last. I mean, I think we sort of not gloss over, but I don't think it's touched on enough that the 3 big acquisitions he made in the offseason were our 3 all-stars. That's
Eh,
come on.
he definitely didn't make the Bregman one.
Oh no, not the Bregman. Yeah, but the Crochet trade. I don't know, man. I think he's.
I almost give Cashman more credit for the Crochet trade because if we had signed Max Fried, I don't know that we trade for Garrett Crochet, and I'd much rather have Garrett Crochet.
Yes,
Especially
I
now over the
agree.
last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
with
Fried's been
up to.
tushy.
I mean, we broke him. He came here, he got his shit pushed in, and he hasn't been the same since.
Well,
come
I
back.
like Craig.
I
him.
like Craig too, but it's this deadline was troublesome, and it feels like all the stories that are leaking out feel very like the reasons people hated Heim, not necessarily that they're the same guy. They obviously aren't, but for those.
Were you a Heim guy, Coley?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, even at the end of it all.
yeah, because I said it when he got hired. I was like, this is clearly a smart guy who's going to rebuild. Like he was brought here to do the thing that he did exceptionally well, and he got fired for it. So I think that's always sucks. He obviously had missteps, no doubt, but
Yeah.
I still think he's elite at evaluating prospects, and I think that's if they were going to bring Theo back regardless, they could have figured out
Just
the signing free
kept him.
agents thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. Head of development or something. I think that would have.
I think he's
'Cause
in a perfect role in St. Louis right now.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah. For a
I
team
think
that's
he's-
going to have to dream it all up again
Right.
at some point, considering
Right.
what the Cubs are doing, considering that the Brewers are just a fucking weeble wobble. They'll never fall down. Heim, you're right. Obviously, the prospect, before we continue and don't fuck with, I do want to just throw this out there because it wraps up the trade deadline talk, at least from my perspective.
Sure.
My thing with Heim, obviously, building out the farm system was excellent. I had just always questioned whether or not he was going to be the guy to make the move or moves necessary at one point or another to progress the project past that phase. Breslow over the winter, especially, the chief among those moves being the Crochet deal, I think has that in him, even if it didn't happen over the trade deadline this year. I just hope he can continue to be the guy who's willing to push this thing to the next level to where it needs to be so that we can consistently be back in the mix like we expect to be.
So my biggest concern is, and I haven't floated this anywhere yet. This is a POL exclusive.
Ooh.
Oh.
And I need to preface
Mention it on Section 10. I'll be like, we had it first.
This has nothing to do with anything that June Lee wrote. I need to say that before I say what I'm about to say.
Okay.
do think the front office is potentially run by AI. Like, I do think that's a real issue.
It's run by Supergrok, which again you can get 30% off the annual sale.
Just today, only today. Like the way that it's coming out, that like how they're evaluating their talent versus how the rest of the league is looking at it, and what we know about their affinity for David Hamilton, it really boils down to how they think David Hamilton's still an elite defensive player, no matter where you put him.
Still good.
That's what their numbers are telling you. The only computers I know that get numbers that fucking wrong are ones that are run by AI. Like, there's no way humans looking at Dave Hamilton in the big 2025 being like, that guy could play short. He can start there for 162. That's only something ChatGPT would say. Like, that's where it's just like, I am a little concerned that they're using just like a bad model potentially hindered by AI.
That'd be the story of the century.
They have also, like, if you also look, they've done a lot of these cost-cutting measures that AI companies would do. Like, they've fired a lot of area scouts since they took over. They had the big, they had the fucking New York company come in and look up and down the whole organization. They fired a bunch of people. Like, those are all like AI moves in my
Silicon
mind.
Valley type
shit. I private equity, like the private equity sucks. That's what I'm worried
The
about.
Boston BlackRock sucks. That's what they call them, folks.
Basically.
So
I like that, Coley. I think you've got something there with that one.
Put that on the back burner. I'm gonna
keep my eye on it.
Well, yeah, right. Sure. One eye open on that one there. Jake, what are you not fucking with to progress?
I'm still not fucking with Walker Buehler, man. I can't. This guy cannot. It was my Kenley last year. I hated watching him pitch. I can't stand watching Walker Buehler pitch. He has no juice anymore, but he also doesn't really know where the ball's going, which not a great combo.
Oh, I know where it's going sometimes, Jake. It's going 92,
the dirt?
dick high, nothing. That's where it's going. Or in the dirt.
Or 59 feet. He throws a lot of balls that hit the dirt 59 feet.
I'll tell you where it's going. It's going 10 rows into the fucking grandstands. That's where it's going.
I tweeted something like this during his start on, what was that, Saturday maybe?
Saturday, I was there.
I swear to God, 3-2 counts. You could set your watch to it. The ball's going 59 feet. It's dying right in front of the plate, and he's walking the guy. He never makes a competitive pitch on a full count. It's absolutely baffling to watch. I think he could come out of the rotation in like a couple weeks if they think that Harrison can be better than him, which is, I mean, that's a low bar. But he is just so unpleasant to watch, and like, again, it's been all right this last few, but it's some of the luckiest starts I've ever seen. Like, he's walking a ton of guys. He's striking out. I mean, that's true. Lucky than good, but
he did not.
He's walking a ton of guys. He's striking out no one. Like, he's not getting whiffs. And he's getting hit hard. Which, I'll tell you what, I'm not a rocket surgeon. Those three things do not bode well. Surgeon? Yeah, it's not rocket surgery.
I mean, big of me to say after you misspeak, you know what I mean? Me to call that out. I do it every fucking episode. I do it about 5 or 6 times. But rocket surgeon's got to, I mean, think about the benefits and the pay for that gig. A rocket surgeon? That's like $700,000 a year. It's got to be a cushy gig.
Yeah, Walker Buehler, I'm out. It's awful. It's awful to watch.
You said it, the lack of competitive pitches. The misses are not competitive. The attacks in the zone are not competitive. It's just a complete lack of competitive pitches. It really is as simple as to say that. Not inducing enough misses, not striking out enough guys, not inducing enough weak contact. Just across the board, it's nasty, nasty business.
No, this is the bluest Savant page I've ever seen. I haven't actually looked at it because I don't need advanced stats.
No, I don't need to look at it, but I'm gonna go check it out. Too.
Is there? I'm pulling it up now. Is there
that average exit velo looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow,
67th percentile and ground ball percentage. He's getting some of those, but everything else is gray or the deepest blue I've ever seen.
It's actually shocking that he's 67th percentile average exit velocity. That actually kind of shocks me, considering that the expected
he doesn't
ERA
throw it
is in the
fast enough.
6th.
I was just gonna say he doesn't throw it hard enough to get hit. Hard, yeah.
I think that's it. I genuinely think that's it.
Yeah, the terminal exit velocity can only be so high.
I also love that he like just doesn't fuck with Bailey at all. It's like every game they're like, "Can you throw one less pitch?" Maybe, and he's like, "No." Some guy in Tampa told me to throw all these pitches, no matter what.
He stinks. He really stinks. He seems like a good teammate. Like the guys seem to like him, and his his tweets are fun, or yeesh, whatever it is, funny. And I'm not naive that it's probably hard. Like it's definitely difficult for him to reckon with the fact that he used to be like one of a top 10 pitcher in the game, and he stinks now. But it's just unpleasant to watch him go out there every fifth day, and I hope, for my own sake, that does not continue for much longer.
So
You know what else I hope, for my sake, doesn't continue much longer?
What's that, Fitz?
That we don't have to listen to my Don't Fuck With for the week. The Bowtie Boy himself, Ken Rosenthal. I am
Fitz.
sick
I'm
of
sick of his
him.
shit. I'm so glad we get to do this.
If you aren't aware, the report that came out on is it on
Foul
his fair
territory?
well, it's under the foul territory umbrella, but he hosts the Fair Territory show.
Interesting.
The F Territory show. Mr. Rosenthal, Bowtie Boy himself, Mr. Don't extend your young stars because they might just be a sexual predator. That's what they call him. And I'm quoting here from Rosenthal. All right, I may have been too harsh when I said on my Fair Territory show that the Boston Red Sox's pursuits of Twins right-hander Joe Ryan was, quoting him again, feeble at best, and that they didn't, quote-unquote, come at the Twins hard. Pause. Getting dunked on by Passan and then immediately walking it back after you're saying you were not even fucking close to Joe Ryan is hilarious. Unbelievable. We need a larger conversation about Ken Rosenthal at this point across the league, because Ken Rosenthal, expert at getting clicks in things of that nature, he has not been, mid-2010s or so, damn good reporter, but this is a couple years now of Ken falling behind the pack here out of the big guns. Buster Olney, don't think I forgot about you, Bubba, but we're talking about Ken here. He has been pissing me off to no end over the last couple of years. I'm glad, Jake, that you feel similarly.
I can't stand him. Listen, the Red Sox, they have a lot of problems. Like, I don't need to tell anybody that. But his actual genuine obvious disdain for the organization is so weird at this point. Like every probably 4 to 6 months he writes a piece about how they're stupid or they fuck this thing up or that thing up.
It's all the time. What's the
It's
beef?
all the time. I don't know. It's legitimately personal. It's very strange.
And not to say that Passan hasn't said things before being like, yeah, I don't understand what the Red Sox are doing, but it kind of came from a spot where at least I understand where Passan's coming from. I'm going to sound like Trump. Ken Rosenthal, very sassy, very nasty to Fenway Sports Group. Nasty.
We had that weird moment earlier this year, too, where Rafi had the big game, but Duran had the big hit or big play. I can't remember. And Rafi refused to talk to him. And Duran went and he was like, I don't fucking want Duran, to Duran's face. And Duran was like, the fuck, dude? So it's very weird and personal, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't get it.
Do you think he wanted to do the Jim Nance thing where he takes off the bow tie and gives it to the MVP, wants him to keep it like the Final Four?
A great Ken Rosenthal. I'm just looking through I just searched Ken in my Twitter account. I have a whole list here. Beginning of June, when it was is Campbell going to get sent down? What's going to, and they were he was talking through options they had. He does in this piece say that, and I quote, Duran is not that much of a downgrade defensively from Rafaela in center field.
Okay.
You write professionally. You write about baseball professionally.
He's looking at what happened last year with or when was this tweet?
Look at this. This was early June. Like, we had numbers at that point.
You have the documents there to
It's
prove
not-
it. I'm just
like-
telling you what he's working off of. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you that's
Him and
what
his
went through his
fucking
brain.
bow ties. He pisses me off.
It's
Little
nice that
pips-
they're for charities. I'll give Ken that
Little
much. It's very
pipsqueak.
nice.
What is he,
right?
5'5"?
He is. I've seen him in person once. He is short, like short. God bless him. That doesn't make him a bad guy. Not that there's
It
anything wrong
might.
with
I
that.
mean, historically, yeah, it kind of does.
If you look at the trends,
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken.
this is where a
No.
history expert actually barges through and says that Napoleon was actually normal sized at the time, and they made
It was
him look
it was
shorter than
English. It was English propaganda.
Yeah, there you go. Jake knows ball. Jake knows
do.
paintings.
I do.
But someone in my
Ken.
Twitter replies earlier today when I tweeted about Bowtie Boy, it's Cody here, says, Ken wrote a piece in September that the Sox should sign Bregman to play third and move Devers to first. Then he wrote a piece about how offensive it was for the Red Sox to ask Devers to play first. He just has beef with us. I hate to be that guy who's like, oh, you just hate my favorite team. You hate Boston. Oh, we're going to get you. We're Boston. I don't want to sound like that, but I mean, let's call a spade here. Mr. Rosen,
well, there's
something
plenty
happened.
of writers.
Something
There's plenty of
happened. If you just quickly before you continue
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
Jake,
yeah.
I just have to make this clear. Something must have happened in Ken Rosenthal's upbringing, childhood at Fenway Park that has then from that day on, I'm gonna beef with him.
Like, there's plenty of writers that there's the big June Lee piece that came out around the Devers trade. They're passing, points out when the Sox fuck up, but it's like. Something about how consistent Ken is with
Right.
these guys. Fuck these guys. I don't get it. I don't get it. And frankly, it hurts my feelings.
And again, Passan has been on the ball with league news all over the place. And Passan's a great writer. His long form columns, I mean, his stuff on the hitting lab in spring training was excellent. So, benefit of the doubt there in terms of Passan. Because again, like you're right, he doesn't pick a fight every month, it seems like, in the Athletic, which is otherwise very good. I like the Athletic a lot. But Ken Rosenthal, not fucking with him this week. With that in mind, should we transition into our third and final segment?
I think so.
Coley, are you ready? Do you have your big board ready?
Yeah, I mean, I literally just have all the episodes pulled up. I
All
know-
780 of them, or however much?
90, 790 fits, please.
Beg pardon.
The Wikipedias for the episodes are split between seasons 1 through 20, and then 20 through there's two different ones for the list of episodes, which I find is very funny.
They had to break out an entire different encyclopedia for stuff after.
I would love to see the traffic one v other, because I can't imagine that. This one goes all the way through 2009, so yeah, I can't imagine people are looking at the other ones.
I really need to know more about this 2015 Simpsons episode where fucking Homer gets one of those hoverboards or
iPad.
something like that. Yeah,
Homer get iPad. Homer get iPad.
For example. Oh, man. That's how you know Twitter breaks your brain. When you're thinking of a newer episode, you just instantly go to get iPad there, for example. All right, let's take a quick break,
Lisa meet Elon Musk.
which was an actual episode.
That's a real episode. He's one of the great inventors of the 21st century.
Just like how Steve Jobs invented the iPhone. Shout out Sam Sheehan. We'll be right back when we return. Our draft of the best Simpsons episodes of all time. Stick around. Simpsons heads, you're going to like this. If you don't like the Simpsons, this third and final
you.
segment.
Fuck you.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
first of all. Hey, good introduction into the series then, potentially. For giving you the best of the best here.
Hey, Jake, were you the one who bought that Simpsons book? Did I hear you say that on this program?
Oh, I
brief-
did. Yeah, I'm halfway through it.
Holding a coffee table somewhere.
No. I'm reading it right now. Well, fuck, what's Stupid TV, Be More Funny.
Yeah, one of my friends had never watched an episode, bought the book first, which I think is a weird way to go about it, but bought the book and started season 1, episode 1, and has just been texting me throughout.
Really?
How far are they now?
Yeah. Last I checked, where were they? All the characters are the same color now, at least. They're not changing like Barney's hair color from episode to episode.
Does Homer
pupils
still
big?
sound like Walter Matthau, or is he latched onto his real voice yet?
I think he's definitely at real voice Homer.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's
Jonah
a wild
goes
scene.
recreating the True Weather Show in the aggregate. Man. Get Whiskers on here. Let him make a couple of picks. I know he was producing the show. He was one of the showrunners in '93, of course, as you know.
Right. Yeah, I mean they had a tough falling out, but
Yeah, you know.
he figured
politics.
it out with King of the Hill later on.
King of the Hill,
is back.
they're back. Yeah.
Webster tweeted that they're still making COVID mask jokes, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm all set.
That's
I don't need to go back to Arlen, Texas now. They're still making COVID jokes in the big 2025. So, in any event,
Fitz, I did put our 3 names in a randomizer, so
Okay.
I have that.
alrighty. Start in 5 seconds. Third and final segment here, going right into Pod Off Lansdowne. Jacob Fitz, no Liam, but Coley Mick here at your service. If you like The Simpsons, television program airs on Fox. Started in '89, right? '89,
yeah.
late '89, right? Because of the
Well,
Christmas
as
episode.
its own thing. It was on the Tracy Ullman show
Yes.
before that.
That's
as we
true.
all know.
That is very true. But as its own thing, yep, and it has been an American cultural staple ever since then. We're going to be drafting the best episodes of that television program here on Pod on Lansdowne. Before we get the draft order randomized, just to kind of get the conversation going here, in your opinion, gentlemen, where does the golden age of The Simpsons end? Because that's a question that varies. To people. I don't need a
9.
specific moment. You say 9?
Yeah.
Goalie?
So I push it to 10. I usually see it cut off at 8, and I think when you actually go back and look through the seasons, like are the seasons as good episode 1 through 23? No, but there are some classic episodes that happen honestly through season 12 where I think people lump them into earlier seasons.
I was going to say about 11 for me.
Oh, I'm looking at 10 right now. I definitely include 9 in my golden age, and
Sure.
then I don't like 10 is usually where I'm like, and I'm kind of looking. Yeah, I stand by end of 9. I think is fine.
Fair enough.
I'm not moved by the season 10 episodes I'm looking at right now.
Season 10, I wasn't going to draft this episode, and it doesn't sound like you were either, but like Homer to the Max, when he changes his name to Max Power,
Max Power, yep.
that episode, like, still to this day makes me laugh out loud. Based on he's like handsome, be wonderful, and like
Yeah.
just what a
Which
silly
season-
goose that Homer.
Which season was Principal and the Pauper?
That's
'Cause-
11. I think that's the premiere of 11.
I think that's earlier than 11. I feel like that's like
Yeah.
7 or 8.
I
I
believe
could be wrong.
No.
It's not 11.
Oh, it's 9. It's 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah, throw that one
So-
out. Throw that one out. 9 is
So-
a good season though.
Garbage
It is.
episode, Principal and the Pauper, but like from that I mean has its moments funny, but in terms of like a lot of people call that like the watershed moment. It's like, okay, still some good episodes, but now like you're not on an
Oh.
upward curve. You're definitely on a
Is that
downward.
the Tanzarian episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people fucking hated that.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny ending though, how they just say like we pretend like it never happened. I do like that ending. But with that out of the way, simple snake draft here, the 3 of us. We're each gonna draft. Coley decided on 5. Jake only wanted to do 4, that yellow belly. No pun intended with the Simpsons yellow belly. But 5 episodes each, which is perfect because I listed my top 15 in my notes, so I'm guaranteed to get 5 on my big board here. Jake has a random name order here. Drafted 1 to 3, and it's snake style draft. So without further ado, Jake, hit the button.
All right. I have hit the button, and here we are. Drafting first, Fitzy Mo.
Let's go.
Drafting second is Coley, and drafting third is Jake.
All right. I mean, I could try to play like to get fantasy football mode here. I could get like ADP brain here, try to play that game. Like I could try to get the value a little bit at this 2-3 turn a little bit. I'm not going to overthink it though, especially with this being a baseball show. It's Homer at the bat. That is my absolute favorite episode of The Simpsons. A little bit more niche humor,
I knew
of
it's
course,
yours.
with the baseball part.
That's
It's Has to be. I can't leave the draft without getting Homer at the bat. So, and if we put this up to a vote, this being a baseball Red Sox podcast, I think I kind of corner a good chunk of the vote there with the episode that included the fantastic line. It's like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited. Bonus points if you could throw out a couple of lines from each episode here.
Oh, for sure. I think that would be, outside of like the very first episode, like the most famous episode. Is that
Probably.
fair to say? Just because of how big baseball was in the 90s and how they got all of the big, like Ken Griffey Jr. was on it. And you guys have heard how they made him record those lines? Like he couldn't do it.
No, I actually never knew this.
They had to have his like dad calm him down. He was so nervous. And that's so unlike Ken Griffey Jr. to me. It's so strange.
So another part of this episode's legacy, I'm just on its Wikipedia page here. This episode has been credited with helping to save at least 2 lives. During the scene in which Homer chokes on a donut, a poster explaining the Heimlich maneuver is on the wall behind him. In May 1992, Chris Benchy was able to save his brother's life by performing the Heimlich maneuver, having seen it in the episode. And in December 2007, Aiden Bateman was able to save his friend's life by recalling the same.
Oh my
So
goodness.
2 so far. Like those are
2
pretty
so far,
apart.
yeah. They could run those numbers up.
2 more lives were lost when people tried to drink that tonic and they got the awful cases.
They went to the mysterious void that Ozzie
Yeah.
Smith fell into.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Sexy
great.
boys.
I mean, Ralph and Bart drafting teams, and Bart taking all of his loser friends and MLB All-Star after Hall of Famer. Yeah. I wish they had just played that game. That must have been a drubbing.
It is interesting.
Yes.
Like
Play
I've
right
always,
field.
as a Red Sox fan, it's interesting. Like in what was a mostly mid-era for the, I guess they won the division in '90, but like 2 of the 9 players are Red Sox, which I always thought was
Boggs and Clemens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
It's actually
fun.
Lord Palmerston and Pitt the Elder. Those are the 2 players. Pitt the Elder.
Yeah, that's an all-time scene. Like the only reason I know those names is because Barney. Like when I've
course.
heard them outside of talking about The Simpsons, I was like, didn't know those were real people. My father used to get so mad at me because I would know things from The Simpsons but didn't know their real world applications.
Yeah,
So
their
I would-
reference. Yeah.
Yeah, I would learn about them. Well, I mean, they had the best writers, like smartest and best writers
Right.
working on it. So like there were all sorts of just like facts that I didn't know until much later in life. And I was like, oh, I didn't. Okay, now I know.
I'm fucking crying I'm just on the Wikipedia page of the episode, and you're saying like Ken Griffey struggled recording the line. And the sentence after that is, he was directed by Mike Reese, who's a Simpsons director, and his father, Ken Griffey Sr. like he needed his dad to be in the booth with him, being like, Ken, you got this, dude.
He has like 4 lines maybe, and they took all day.
It was specifically there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited
Yeah.
line. He could not. He did. This just says he had trouble understanding it.
Yeah, what does this mean? What does my character mean when he says
He was
that?
looking
I
for
have
his
to feel it.
motivation.
Burns with the dead ball team, as Jonah mentions. Yeah. Captains.
Mordecai Three-Finger Brown.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In fact, center fielder's been dead for 45 years.
the
So, yeah,
combination
first off-
of it being 9 All-Stars and also it being a heavy Burns episode, that was always
Yeah.
going to be a classic.
his
like that.
his ringers, as he. The fact his jersey saying Zephyrs always kills me too.
Yeah, that the hat he has, the strawberry call. Dallas Strawberry won that episode. Like him calling him Skip.
Yes.
I call everyone Skip because of that, and I don't know that everyone knows why I do it.
Gerald.
Yeah.
You better than me? Well, I've never met you, but yes.
Yes.
So, Homer at the bat, 101 off the board. Goes to Coley.
Yeah,
Right?
I
Yeah.
think my favorite episode by far, and this will probably change tomorrow if you ask me, but this will always be in my top 5, is Homer versus the 18th Amendment.
Ah, goddamn it!
Oh, that's Jake's favorite.
That's my favorite episode.
Oh,
That was my pick.
sniped.
The Beer Baron, Rex
Motherfuck.
Banner, It's just so perfectly written. Like, it's so stupid. When they, with the ducks wear long pants law that they had on the books, makes me laugh every time that old man is reading the town clerk is reading the old laws, and then they're loading Homer onto a trebuchet, and they're about to launch him. And luckily, they test it with like all of it. It's just such a perfect episode.
I retweeted the clip where I don't know where you are, Beer Baron, but I'll find you.
No, you won't.
Yes,
Yes,
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
So that episode has two of my probably the two favorite Homer or Dan Castellaneta line readings in the entire show is that what you just said, Fitz, and then maybe the quote I referenced the most.
I know the one you're going to mention. Yep.
With Sophie is like, if one of us like if I fart or something, it's
Yes.
It must have been that bean I had for dinner. That's the funniest fucking line in the entire show. That's
Singular bean kills me.
I
every
also
time
love
one.
when Homer and Bart work together. That's like I have fun. It's like, I love when they're just up do schemes, and I think that's probably the greatest. Like, stupid
Colin
like
Moe.
a fox.
Calling Mo Curly as he tries to raid the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, best damn pet store in town.
Yeah.
Like that episode, I think has the most quotables of
Baby
Yeah.
turtles and alligators may seem like good ideas as pets, but they
There's
grow up.
just I to me he's the best one and done character in the entire show's history, and they've had a lot of them obviously, but he's the best in and out. I think he's got a brief they show him in the movie, but that obviously doesn't count.
Did somebody big play banner? Dave Thomas from SCTV.
I think the voice is just burned in my head like that.
Yeah.
He's Rex Banner. Whoever, if he has done
Yeah.
other things, he's Rex Banner.
Such a good episode.
Him getting his like mail, and it's like the dog had puppies, and he just nods. Like all of it. I don't think there's one unfunny second. Like Wiggum's like robbing people with just the handle of his gun. The whole episode, front to back, is perfect.
So Homer and the 18th Amendment versus the 18th Amendment goes
Ah,
with
that
102.
hurts.
Jake gets
That
sniped.
hurts.
He's got a pivot here, but he can double dip.
This is easy for me. So my 2 and my 3 are still on the board. So 2, this was actually, I think this might be the episode that like got me into The Simpsons. I don't know. I think I caught this when I was like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, whatever on, what was Syndicate? Like, what was this? FX probably is where I would have, whatever, regardless. Homer's Phobia.
Keep reaching for that rainbow.
Yeah.
Zap.
Zap. I adore this episode. John Waters comes in throwing 102 as the guest star in this. He's so funny. This and Homer versus the 18th Amendment are probably the episodes I reference the most in my day-to-day. Like, I always, I'll like tap somebody on the shoulder, you are the living end. Just like, John is such a good one-off character. Homer trying to make sure that Bart is not gay is so funny. Taking him to the gay steel mill, dropping him in the median on the highway to stare at the cigarette billboard.
The very end of the zooming in on Bart's face.
Yeah.
Dad.
It's so great. And also, like, this episode was, from what I understand, very woke for 1997. Like,
For
that they
sure.
just had, like, a gay character, and it was like, no, he's fine. Like,
Well, damn, it was a woke show.
Yeah.
All things considered, you know?
So that's cool too. And a lovely episode, one of my absolute faves. And so on the turn here, another easy pick for me, Last Exit to Springfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's high up on my list as well.
Yeah, has, I mean, probably like 3 to 5 of the greatest jokes in the entire show. Lisa needs braces. Dental plan. That's always dental plan. Lisa, the big book of British teeth, always makes me laugh.
I mean, it's another Burns heavy episode. He's got the
Yes.
spruce moose. He goes crazy. He says, "I said, get in."
Hop in.
It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times.
Yeah. Peter.
This episode also like taught me what striking was.
Yeah.
This and the SpongeBob episode. when
Very
they strike.
pro labor. Very pro
Yes, it
labor,
is.
this is- constantly
Yeah.
on strike.
What's the line of the flashback of like at Monty Burns' like grandfather's old mill? Like the
The
guy trying to
Japanese,
the workers will strike
wearing
up.
goldfish tenders. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. The workers will band together and show their power, and then we'll go too far, and then we'll get shifty, and the Japanese will eat us alive. Something along those. It's so good.
I can't say that line because no one knows. But the Japanese, those sandal wearing goldfish tenders, might be, and that's like Burns's like grandfather, and it's just like that's one of the best lines I've ever heard.
Also, a great gag in this that I often think of, just a random one, is the Burns having like a shitty basement. It's like in his massive mansion, and then he's like, just watch the pipe coming down. Like, I don't know. I always remember that gag.
Him turning into the Grinch there, like the Grinch reference. I always appreciate.
Yeah.
Homer is spinning, running. Whoop, 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 whoop. That visual is all time. Great episode. It was in my top 4, as a matter of fact. It was very high up my billboard, my big board. Jake,
Okay,
but
Is that-
it was
all
off
right,
the
so
board at the 201.
I'm pretty happy with my
Turn there.
2 picks there. Yeah.
Coley, second pick.
We've done a lot of Burns episodes, and they're for good reason. But you also got to go some Bob episodes. I'm going to go Cape Fear. I think that's the
Yeah,
best
God
show
damn
Bob
it.
episode.
That was next on my list.
God, that was number 2 on my
there's-
list. I thought I thought
again,
that was going to sneak to me.
I think all the Sideshow Bob, I can't speak for the recent years, but every episode that I've seen with Sideshow Bob, 10 out of 10 across the board, never fails. And I think that's the apex of them, the Cape Fear, kind of shot for shot remake of the movie. It's just when they
The HMS Pinafort.
yeah, Bake 'em away toys, the whole like Homer's obliviousness, I think, is the funniest part about it. Like how you were talking about then the gay episode, like he just doesn't ever even crosses his mind. He's dancing with them, like he just has no idea anything that's going around. When he's like, who wants to drive through this cactus patch? And in the back seat, he hears, I do,
Yes.
I don't. And he's like, well, the eyes have it. And it's like,
2
who do you
beats
think
1.
the third? Yeah. Was it Maggie? Like that's always kills me.
I will also say, I think Death Beam pointed at Earth. You need a shot. Funniest joke in the history of The Simpsons. Like hardest joke that I'll laugh at is Bart. Do you want to see my new chainsaw and hockey mask? is like the first time I saw that, dude. I had a full on laughing fit.
It's so good.
Because the brownies joke is funny on its own,
Yeah, right?
And then he leaves, and then he comes back in, and it's like I honestly think the funniest joke in the entire series.
Jake, it's an unbelievable joke.
Together, like my brain knew I went out shopping. Look what I found. It's so funny.
Yeah, I will say, Jake, unbelievable joke, and there's a reason I put this number 2. There is a bit in that episode that I find even funnier that I had the first time I saw it. Like I had to stop it for like 4 minutes. Sideshow Bob when he's at the parade and he's lying on the street, but then the elephants, saying. Each individually saying, Terror Lake salutes Hannibal crossing the Alps. Crossing the... Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, they had the rake bit in that. Obviously, the whole boat scene. He's been drugged. No, he hasn't. Homer's just asleep, tied up. Perfect. Nothing else you can say. Perfect.
Yeah. And the only reason that the rake bit is in there is because they had to extend the episode. That's why it's so prolonged. They were like, well, shit, we have to extend the episode. We have to put something in there. So, so Cape Fear, damn, I get stuck there for a minute or 2.
Cape Fear is the episode with Die Bart Die, right? Is that the beginning
Bart,
of the episode?
Yeah.
It must be. Yeah.
It is, yes.
What a run.
So I got the double dip here, and all things considered, I do like how the board has fallen for me. I would have loved Cape Fear at 2, but I'm going to end up with 3 of my top 5 episodes here, so I think you'll absolutely take that. First one, Coley mentioned one-off, one-and-done characters. I think the best one for me, obviously. I mean, it's the most popular one, but it's got to be Hank Scorpio, I think.
Yeah.
You only move twice at the 2. What an episode. Hammocks. So,
No one ever
oh yeah,
says Italy.
the hammock district. So,
No one ever says France. Does no one
Yeah.
ever say France or no one?
No, no one
right?
ever says Italy.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. No one ever says it.
Yeah.
it's a
Maybe it fell on its own.
and Homer, if you wouldn't mind just shooting a couple people on your way out, that'd be a great.
You want some cream?
He's got the sugar in his pockets.
Yeah.
For Homer, and then he goes, "Want some cream?" He just sits his bag.
No.
No.
It's so good.
There's big controversy over that episode, and I'm curious where you fellas, you guys
Oh
are
yeah.
outside the box.
Oh, I know
thinkers.
exactly what you're gonna ask.
Yeah. So when he
Yeah,
says, "Yeah, have you ever seen someone throw a shoe at a homeless guy?" Homer chuckles and says, "Yeah, once." A lot of people think, people are split on when he saw that. Was it just then, or not at a homeless guy? You ever see someone say goodbye to a shoe? Some people think Homer's laughing at that part right there, but I definitely think he had seen someone say that before.
I think he had seen it before. I think that is
Yeah.
what makes it fun. That feels more Simpsons 90 writer.
Oh gosh, I'm
him
kinda
quickly saying
torn.
like, "Yeah, once I saw it before," but
I think I'm torn because the fact that he says once, he's like, maybe he is just referring to that time he just saw it.
Definitely could be. I think
Yeah.
it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, once.
I grew up thinking of course Homer's seen someone wave goodbye to a shoe before, the duh. But I think him being like, "Yeah, idiot, I just saw you do it," is also is also on the board. Very much in play.
That's tough. I think he just saw it the once. That's what yeah.
it's
I'm
a good
rolling with
intellectual debate that we're having on this.
It is. It's philosophical.
What's
yeah.
the name of the town that they created? Because he's watching the video for it, whether or not they should move there. He's showing all of them this utopia.
The homeless person turns into a mailbox.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, the homeless person being turned. Everything else is turned into a coffee shop, and then the homeless.
It's Cypress
turned-
Creek.
Cypress
Cypress
Creek.
Creek.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Hank Scorpio, unbelievable. He gets all the acclaim for a reason.
And you know what? Let's just give a quick shout out to Albert Brooks.
He's unbelievable.
Albert, we love you.
I forget the name of the bowling instructor. I'm sure you'll be able to tell me. but he also
It was
that
something
guy.
French. Jean something.
It's Jacques, isn't it?
Jacques, yeah,
Jacques.
Marge's bowling instructor.
Oh,
yes.
Trevor Story just drives in too.
Let's go,
That's what
Trev.
he does.
He loves the Simpsons talk. That's why he's producing for us. At the turn here, again, my 5th episode, and if we're talking about voice actors, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Phil Hartman. I think the best side character, pound for pound per capita in terms of laughs, is Lionel Hutz. Hutz kills
Yeah.
me every single
Absolutely.
time. But
Which episode?
he was also Lyle Langley in
Oh,
Marge versus
okay.
the Monorail, which is my
Yeah.
3rd pick.
On my board.
The way Hartman at the end on the plane going, "Oh no. Oh no!" It's the way he records that. You talk about great line readings. Unbelievable. I call the big one Beatty. I say that. You talk about Simpsons lines that no one gets. If I see a couple ARC and die, I call the big one Beatty.
I think that's. Oh, is that my favorite musical number the show's ever done? That's a tough
Monorail.
question. If I'm thinking.
Monorail.
Oh gosh.
It's most.
Oh, Sophie's right. Dr. Zayas. That's the best episode. Yeah. Easy.
Not the Maison Derriere.
No. I also really love from. Well, actually, I don't want. This might be one of my picks, so I'm not going to spoil that. Yeah. Fitz, great episode, and also a great guest star from Leonard Nimoy in that one. That's probably on the pantheon of guest stars. Is
He's
Nimoy
got a couple of guest appearances that are unbelievable.
He's
in
in
the-
a Trios of Horror, isn't he?
He's in the
Oh.
Simpsons files.
Oh yes, yeah.
Isn't that the real? They're lies, but they were good lies. And isn't that the real truth? The answer is no. so yeah, that's my turn there. Scorpio, you only move twice, and Marge versus the Monorail. Back to Coley.
Yeah, it's tough. That was the first one taken off of my board. All great episodes taken so far. My short board. I'm gonna go with a personal favorite, The Lemon of Troy.
Good one.
I think
Ugh. Yeah.
I think anytime they're dealing with neighboring towns is always very, very funny. And they spend the whole episode in that one. Shake Harder Boy is something I say all the time, and no one knows what it means. I think one of my other favorite, like they were so deep in their bag during this era, when he's like, check out that lemon-shaped rock. And then there's a lemon next to that rock, and the camera goes right next to it.
This also, like in the 18th Amendment, like this is a great Homer and Bart doing things together episode. Like they go on this little. I mean, I know there's others with them, but I just love when the two of them get to have fun adventures together.
Oh yeah, they take Ned's, like I like how Ned Flanders always has something that they can use, like that RV he never had in any other episode. Homer's like they're trying to get away, and he's basting a turkey, and it's using all of the battery from the RV, and he's taking a shower. Like just not more I can say. Just I like when they're going after it with rival towns that you like the
drinking their
monorail
prune
episode.
juice at the end. They didn't want the tree anyways. Marshall likes that episode as well. Shout out Marshall. So Lemon of Troy, round 3 pick for the McMahon. Jake, you get to double tap here.
All right. I think, okay. First, I actually think this episode is very underrated as far as, like, when people look at The Simpsons as a whole. And that's Radio Bart from season 3. When Bart falls down the well. I adore this episode. I think that's an amazing song. We're sending our love down the well. The We Are the World parody that they do is super fucking funny, and like all the side characters are really good in this too. Like Krusty when they're doing like the MTV thing or whatever for We're Sending Our Love Down the Well, and he's like, yeah. So I called my buddy Sting. And he said, Krusty, whenever you need me, I'm there. And I said, how about Tuesday? And he said, no, that doesn't work for me. And I said, how about Wednesday? And he said, Wednesday's no good either. So I said, how about Thursday? And he said, sure. I always think of that line. And then like when Homer, a great joke is when Homer drops the sweater down the well for Bart, and Bart's like, it's too big. And Homer goes, you'll grow.
Dig up.
Dig up. I believe that's also the first appearance of Jacked Willie. I think when he rips his rips his clothes off and that, and he starts digging for Bart. That's just I love that episode. So that's the first one on the turn, and then I have 2 that I'm weighing here. Yeah, okay, you know what? I'll go with this one. The Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie show.
Yeah, good on my board. Yep.
Yeah.
Number 11 on my board if you wanted to.
An iconic episode and a great like lampooning of just how network TV works. Like that's and I
themselves.
And themselves, yeah. I think, okay, and this actually is a great little opportunity to talk about an internet meme that consistently pisses me off. You guys know the Graggle Simpson meme, where it's like, oh, there's Graggle. And Coley, do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so that meme always pisses me off because you could just do the meme with Roy Simpson. From this episode. Like, he's a real character. That actually was, like, that's the joke. That is Roy Simpson.
Homer just quickly going, yeah, hi, Roy.
Hi, Roy. Yeah. And the fact that Roy isn't just a one-scene joke in this, I always love. Like, he is just in the rest of the episode, like, in the background. I love Roy, and Poochie's awesome. Poochie died on the way home to his home planet is like one of the all-time
you talk
things
about Simpsons like vocal tics that you carry to this day. I've gotten my wife at times and she'll watch it from time, like if I have it on, but she will also at times, just based off how many times I've said it, will go, yes, I certainly do. Talking about rent-free.
Anytime someone's taking too long, I'll say, when are they going to get to the fireworks factory? Like Milhouse when he's crying because Poochie just will not allow them to get to the fireworks factory. Is the show live? No, that would be a tremendous strain on the artist's wrists. Like,
such a great joke.
Anytime Poochie isn't on the screen, all the characters should be asking, "Where's Poochie?"
Oh, I reference that constantly. Yeah.
Poochie.
Where's Poochie?
What's
Good pick, Jake.
What's the guy who owns Itchy and Scratchy's name's Roger or something? Roger Craig? No. Like the big tycoon.
Yeah. with the
Oh,
cigar.
Roger Myers.
Roger Myers,
Yeah, Roger Myers.
He's sneaky. When you talk just side character batting percentage, like how often they're going to hit with their joke, he's sneaky hot. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
waste a lot. Like Hans
Looping
Moleman
background going through the office.
Yeah, just every time he talks, he's so assertive and always so wrong. It's just it kills me.
All the bigwigs telling the writers what they want to name Poochie after they suggest, I don't know, Poochie. And they leave, and then the door closes. Wait a second. So we're good with Poochie? Yeah, Poochie's fine for the name of the dog.
Sort of Chinese food. Yeah.
Great episode, Jake. That's a good.
Thank you.
That's a good 3-4 turn there.
Thank you.
Back to the McMahon. Fourth pick.
I've got so many good ones staring at me in the face. But if I'm being honest, like what dynamic Jake's talked about Homer and Bart, what dynamic is truly my favorite? It's Homer and Burns. And Homer the Smithers is just 23 minutes of Homer and Burns
Yeah.
the whole time. Like Smithers, you
Is
talk
that
about,
the,
like he's
He's got
Yeah.
you have 30 minutes to move your car. You have 10
Yes,
minutes.
it's-
Your car has been
the
moved.
phone,
Your cube.
rings.
Your cube.
Your
The phone
car has been
rings the
moved to a
second
cube.
he's
You have
done.
30 minutes to move your cube. Yeah.
Is that about my
phone
cube?
rings
Is it about my cube?
In a way, like Burns will lose some eyes, and this is where the animators deserve credit. His eyes will like bulge a little, like with
Yeah.
intensity.
My
Like, is that about my cube? that being a whole episode, Homer tries to make cereal burst into flames. Like Burns asks him about the stock market. What are my options? Get up. He said, I think I will. Like he leaves him in the bath too long. He drowns. Like it's just Homer and Burns for 23 minutes of. It's like when Durant and Steph Curry played together. It was beautiful.
Conan O'Brien has always said that, like, whenever he's reflecting on writing on the show, he says that Burns is every writer's favorite character to write for, because they can make any story work because he's infinitely old and he has infinite money. So anything can work with any ideas they have, they can make work with Mr. Burns.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I think my favorite character because they use that freedom. He's like the one character that allows them to continue to be a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's up there for me, man. C. Montgomery Burns. So good. I got 6 and 7 on my board still there, so I'm not going to hesitate here at 6 and 7 to get my 4 and 5. The value here, gentlemen. I'm glad I didn't play the ADP game with that first pick. Just start with a hero, Homer at the bat episode pick, and then go from there. And these are my last two picks, so I like where I'm at. Give me the double tap of Homer's Barbershop Quartet. Love that. The music, that right up my alley. I mean, come on, the Jordan.
Yeah.
That might be the best music episode.
Yeah. We're taking music to weird, strange places. And it's just the Revolution 9 pair.
Number 8.
Yeah, right? The B Sharp. Shout out the B Sharps. And then also coming back, I'm going with I Love Lisa, the Valentine's Day episode. I love that. I choose you. I always get a kick out of that episode. The opening bit on the radio. Doing the Monster Mash on this beautiful Valentine's Day.
I love that guy's voice. I don't even know if that character has a name.
You played the wrong record, didn't you? Why are you doing this
I'm
to me?
sure he does. Yeah, they used to have bigger roles in the early. I guess radio died off as the show was, was going. But I mean, Bart has an elephant. I'm not taking, or Bart gets an elephant. Like that was a massive episode.
Where's
with the
my
radio
elephant?
guys?
Gentlemen, I am not leaving until I get my elephant. But no, two of my personal favorites. I Love Lisa and Homer's Barbershop Quartet.
Baby on Board, like legitimately a good song. Like that's a nice, pleasant song to listen to. They sound great. I actually get like not choked up. That's certainly dramatic, but the rooftop scene like is beautiful at the end of the episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Another time Wiggum gets screwed over. Just
Yes.
I love that there's like not even really a joke with Wiggum leaving the it's just he's in it and then they kick him out. Like there's not really
throwing away the Grammy. He's giving it to his hotel room.
Homer
David-
breaking the news to Marge that he's going to have sex with groupies is so she's just bawling. They're there.
David Crosby does make an appearance in that episode, but David Crosby's funniest contribution to The Simpsons is him being, again, Lionel Hutz's AA sponsor.
That's right.
David, I'm really tempted. Just he's not wearing
going to-
pants in the courtroom the next scene, and Crosby's just sitting there shaking his head.
Homer going to town on the brownies and them
In
going
front of George
"What a nice-
Harrison. Yep.
yeah, what a nice fellow.
And then I Love Lisa. Fun, wholesome episode. Pinpointing the exact moment when his heart breaks in half. The Forgotten President song kills. Hasta la vista, AB is excellent.
Yeah, Ralph being like a genuinely good actor and that,
Yeah,
that
right.
was very funny. Yeah, I think the true metal of a Simpsons fan is if you like Lisa episodes or detest them. I think if you detest Lisa episodes, you miss the point of the show.
I think was this Ralph's big like coming out party as a character?
Probably.
It may have been one where like he's like one of the main characters, maybe the first.
Yeah.
Ralph doing Homer's roof. The fumes are making me dizzy. And Homer going, yeah, they'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, this was season 4. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
what
this is
other-
I think this is the first big Ralph Ralph being prominently featured.
Hands off, you Yankee. The British actor not getting the role and like losing his mind.
Fitz, tremendous picks. So Fitz, round out your top. Give us the top. Your
So
your
my five.
Yeah.
Homer at the bat. You only move twice. Marge versus the monorail. Homer's barbershop quartet. And I Love Lisa.
That's good, Fitz.
Strong five. Coley, last
can I
pick. Got to
say?
make it count.
Yeah, there's so many I want to pick right now.
I have so many honorable mentions, dude.
Yeah, it's tough. And I know we're going to go through some honorable mentions. So who do I really want this last shot? Yeah, I'm going to go with sticking with shot. I'm going to take Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Yep.
I'm gonna take-
Which
I'm
part?
gonna take-
Are you
I'm gonna
cheating and taking
of
both?
them. No,
I'll count it. Yeah.
that's
I'll take
fine.
Combine it.
I'll take part 1 specifically because I don't think, and I hate when people do this, but I genuinely don't think you'd be able to do that today without people like rioting in the streets. Like Game of Thrones tried to let some shit linger and people hated that like so many conspiracies came out, and when the show didn't go exactly how people wanted, there was chaos in the streets. They left an entire nation on the edge of their seat for a whole summer and came back and had a baby kill or try to kill.
Yeah,
a baby. That would not go over well today. Like I don't even know if it's real, but that image that goes viral every few months of the old Vegas
gambling one?
betting, gambling board of like the odds and Maggie not even being on there, them having to
I
write
think
different
I think technically like the most you could put on that in Vegas was like $10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't a
yeah,
lot.
if that,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
95 money or whatever it was. But like, were you guys weren't like live watching The Simpsons then, right? I know
I was born early.
I wasn't
96.
even alive, Coley.
Yeah, that would make it tough for sure. I
Yeah.
can't stress to you like how much this captivated the nation. Like everyone just
That's so funny.
like how people talk about like the 04 ALCS, like, oh, school was canceled, no one was doing anything other than talking socks. Like kind of the whole country did that for Who Shot Mr. Burns. Everyone was like, who the fuck shot that guy? Like it was a genuine moment. I believe leading into that episode they've played like the first Power Rangers movie commercial as well. Like this was real deal Americana.
10-pole event. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wake up.
who,
This is
who did you guys
Mass.
think shot Mr. Burns before you knew it was Maggie? I
have
thought
to
it was
be-
Smithers.
So many people come into the courtroom angry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who I thought. I didn't think it was Smithers. I thought that was.
I thought it was Smithers as like why won't you love me? You know.
Sure. No, it
Yeah.
definitely made sense.
Yeah.
Who did I didn't think it was Homer. I never would have thought my guy would have done that. Skinner,
never.
maybe? Because he kind of did like rob the school. Like it is a very well written just episode of television. I know they're borrowing from like 10 different shows to make that
Yeah.
episode,
Right.
but it's still like very well done.
I got to be
Fitz,
honest.
who did you think? You don't know?
I mean, I'd watched it years ago, but even
Yeah.
then, at some point, just perusing the internet, it did get spoiled, so I knew it was Maggie going into it. Still an immensely enjoyable episode, and you could see, like, oh, wow, like, that, you know, I could see why people were, you know, so confused about it leading into it, but I did have it spoiled for me. So I thought it was Maggie, actually. That's
Right.
that's what I thought.
Of course.
And I was right. Would you look at that? So, who shot Mr. Burns? Specifically, part one, if we want to put that. But even if we put on a graphic, it'll just say who shot Mr. Burns. People will
Great
catch
for me.
the drift. Mr. Irrelevant goes to you, Jake. Final pick of the draft.
So I'm deciding between two here, and
I mean, you can talk him out. There's no one drafting after you.
Yeah.
so
Unless I trade back in.
all right. So I think.
Yeah, I'll give you a consideration for the Family Guy draft. 2 picks in that draft for this pick here. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with Treehouse of Horror 4, which I
had 5 on my list. But
wait. Hold on. Wait. Let me make sure I'm referring to the right one.
Four
The
is
one,
the
the
sometimes
one
they
with
never
the one with when Homer sells his soul.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
yes.
4.
And that's probably honestly, I think maybe the greatest Lionel Hutz episode, Sneaky, when Homer goes on
which
trial.
is unbreakable.
Yeah. Excuse me, may I use the restroom? Then what is it? He's like,
The
Mr.
best
Simpson.
top 5. I know it verbatim. Mr. Simpson, don't you worry. I watched Natlock at a bar
Yep.
last night. The sound wasn't on, but I got the gist of it.
It's that line.
Coming in
but
there with a fork.
Yeah, I don't think it's the best. It's not in this episode, I mean, but I think the best Lionel Hutz line is, "Mr. Simpson, I was digging through your trash."
I was going through your garbage and couldn't help notice that you needed a babysitter.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the best part
my
of that
fee is
when he's like, "Man, you throw in this
$175."
bird cage.
We pay my fee is $175 an hour. We pay $8 for the night and you can take 2 popsicles from the freezer. 2. Okay.
So I think the terror at 5.5 feet is kind of weak, actually, but the other two are such heavy hitters in this that it makes up for it. So it's the Devil and Homer Simpson, where Homer sells his soul to the devil, which is Flanders, for a donut, and then Bart Simpson's Dracula, which is like that's a 10 out of 10 Treehouse of Horror segment. Mm-hmm. Burns' Dracula is like is such an inspired, obvious thing to parody.
They run with it.
Yeah, and also for some reason the ending when they do the Charlie Brown and they're all whistling and it's snowing in the kitchen has stuck with me for
And
my
Santa's
entire
little
life.
helper doing the dancing.
Yeah, the Snoopy dance.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, I had to look up specifically, like, okay, like this segment from Treehouse was in this specific one. After like doing the research for this, the one that I found, like 3 collective together, the one that I thought was the strongest was 5, which is
Correct.
the Shining parody, the give me the bat, give me the bat.
Yeah.
That
Trying to get us sued.
right, the toaster, the flashback toaster, and then the one where everyone at the school are cannibals.
Yeah,
That was a
Okay.
really strong 3.
yeah. All right, maybe I regret this pick a little bit. I don't know, but I love Lionel in this episode so much. And also I learned about Lizzie Borden, the axe murderer. That was that The Simpsons taught me who she was in this with the trial of the damned. And then I also really like the little Bart walking around with the paintings in this. I don't know, it's like very very moody.
Yeah. Yes.
Introducing the. So that's
This
my
is
final
Hitchcock,
pick.
right? They're
Yeah.
just doing Hitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the one that I wanted, my honorable mention that like I'm really not certain that I shouldn't have picked this, but A Fish Called Selma was my honorable mention. I adore that episode. That's, I think, man, I love my guy Phil Hartman, God rest his soul. I think that's probably the best McClure episode. A Fish Called Selma.
Yeah.
And it has the Dr. Zaius number in it, which is like one of the greatest things
On a second opinion
ever done.
Is that when we find out he's banned from the aquarium?
Yes. Yeah. And also Jeff Goldblum plays his agent, which I didn't know until I was looking at the episode, which that's such a nothing guest star. I love that episode. Also, like it, and it's nice to give Patty and Selma like their real characters. That's not. So that's cute.
What episode is the one where Patty and Selma are trying to spread the gossip and they go to the phone book and they have like Ardfordson. They open it as like, "Hello, Mr. Ardfordson."
Oh,
and
that's
then
such a
it
good
flashes to like Zelensky or something like that, right? Just his,
the two biggest gossips in town.
so good.
Such a smart joke.
Because they've also smoked like 9 cigarettes in that time too, so it really does work with them.
Such a good joke.
Just to kind of rattle off a couple of honorable mentions here before we wrap up. No Mr. Plow selected.
Yeah,
Mr. Plow is an undrafted free agent. That was next on my list. Maggie Makes 3 is a beloved one that was on high on my list. Again, Treehouse 5. Also, the Hugo Treehouse of Horror, in case you're wondering, is Treehouse 7. That's one of my favorite specific individual.
It's pissed me off my entire life that they didn't have Treehouse of Horror in the first season. So it's always one off,
one behind
of the season.
They started with Christmas, like they started at Christmas. They could.
I know.
Homer's Enemy, no pick there.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to put that episode out originally. They didn't like it.
Really?
And then they put it out like unsure of it. And they said it was the most letters they ever got of people being like, this resonated with me so much. And it's become such a cult classic because of how funny it is and how like relatable it is to have some jack off do better than you in life.
I mean, it is a great concept just to have like a normal person come in and see Homer and be like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
like what? Yeah.
Hank Azaria
You haven't?
masterclass in that episode, by the way, as Frank Grimes.
Yeah.
Is that just his regular voice?
Right,
Now
but
that
it's
I'm
just like
thinking about it?
the inflection. Like, he does a really good job with just.
I live above a
Oh,
bowling
yeah,
alley
yeah.
and below another bowling alley.
Yeah. Flaming Moe's was on
Yeah,
something.
that was one of my honorable mentions.
One of my personal favorites. I don't know how high you put it in regard, but Two Bad Neighbors, which is the Papa Bush
Aw.
episode.
Yeah.
So good. Gerald Ford moves in.
Something called a crusty burger.
It's another great one that it hurt to leave off mine, Rosebud.
Yeah, Rosebud's a good one.
Yeah.
Great episode. 64 slices of American cheese.
I think I'm blind.
And then they fall
Smithers and
when
birds fall.
Yeah.
To you.
Yeah.
Before I
what's
rattle
the-
off, or
I was
you
gonna say the
call it- you
Burns
can-
and Lisa episode, where she thinks.
Oh,
she's
the
helping
See
him
My
with
Vest
Michael.
episode?
No. That's the one where the
puppies.
Santa's Little Helper has a bunch of
Yeah.
puppies.
Which one are you talking
Burns
about?
and Lisa. The Burns and Lisa episodes where like Lisa teaches Burns about recycling, and he uses it to like fish the entire ocean dry.
Old Man
with
and the
all, like,
Lisa?
yeah, like them just having a crossover episode worked very well for two characters I never would have put together.
To quickly go back to the Papa Bush episode, the very ending.
You really
with
like that
Gerald
one,
Ford.
huh?
It's
a
so
good
good.
one.
The very ending with Gerald Ford. Hey, homie, do you like nachos? Yes, Mr. Ford. Do you like football? Yes, I do. Well, why don't you come over and eat nachos and watch football with me? And we can drink beer. Just like the way it's delivered. Man,
I mean, if they tried to do an episode today where
Willie or
he
Bray,
just
shut up,
fought
Willie.
the president, they would. I think Matt Groening would be shot. Like he wouldn't be able to do that.
Did you guys know Matt Groening? This is actually serious. Did you know Matt Groening is in the Epstein files?
Yes, he is.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. You got to
That's all
explain
right.
that one away.
Hate to hear it.
It was mostly Brooks anyway.
I've been told that those don't exist. So you talk about a nothing burger.
True.
From that guy that we just mentioned 30 seconds ago.
Yep, the most important Red Sox.
Bart versus Australia is another great one.
Absolutely.
Knife-
There's a stretch. Is that season 6? I believe that's season 6.
Around that time,
believe-
yep.
I think
Trevor Story
that
now.
Bart versus Lisa in hockey. Like there's Homie the Clown. I think those 3 are like back to back to back, and it's like there's no show
I'm
that's
seeing
ever done
double.
that. 4 Krusties. Him getting change back for like the $18 he was in debt with the mob for.
I see you've played.
I always
Knifey
love their
Spoony
the mob adjacent episodes. Like
Yeah.
I really like those characters.
Fat Tony is so good, and yeah, all of his henchmen. But when Bart's one of his henchmen early on, like he just works for the mob.
Yeah, what's the guy? What's the Simpsons character?
Is Johnny Tight Lips?
Johnny Tightlips. That's I ain't saying nothing.
He gets shot. He still won't tell who did it.
I ain't
Bart's
saying
girlfriend's another great one. Just for the 3
nothing.
line
Is Bart's
stretch.
girlfriend? Is that Winona Ryder or is that Lisa's rival?
I think that's Lisa's right. Bart's girlfriend, I think, is Meryl Streep, right?
Oh, you're right. It's the Lovejoy girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homer's stretched when Bart walks through the kitchen and he's all upset, and Marge like, why do you think's got him down? The new glasses.
Oh yeah.
Probably misses his old glasses.
You know what's not a particularly loved episode, but an episode I always liked.
It was Marge, admit it.
New Kid on the Block, when Bart has the crush on Laura, the next door neighbor.
And Jimbo gets with her.
I always had a crush on Laura, the next door neighbor, when I watched that episode. I thought she was cute as well. Laura
Oh, yeah.
Powers.
That's
Who
a
played
Conan
Laura
episode.
Powers? Sarah Gilbert. Oh, okay. I know her. She was on Roseanne.
Okay.
There you go.
I
And the
had,
other big.
Yeah, I had
Larry-
Okay, wait. So
Delicious.
how about this? I have a question here that we can kind of like cap it with. If the Phil Hartman characters are off the board and Mr. Burns is off the board, your favorite character?
Overall,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's Homer.
Okay, and the main family's off the board.
Okay, I was going to say.
So
yeah,
main
the
family, Phil Hartman and Mr.
So,
Burns off
favorite secondary character, no
Yes.
Monty Burns, no Hartman. I know mine. I'm curious to hear yours. I'll start it off.
the board. Yeah, go.
Hans Moleman.
Yeah,
I love Hans.
he's really good. He's really, really good. Like
The
I said,
greatest
I
Mole
think
Man
he's
joke
the
to
gold
me is
standard.
what is fuck, I'm forgetting the exact line, but he's like,
The
give me
seed
the
bell.
No, when he's
I
like
need-
the most you have or something. He's like, no, that's too much.
Yeah, the biggest
What's
seed
the-
bell you have.
Oh, that
no,
is what it
that's
is.
too
That-
big.
No, that's too big.
Jonah says Millhouse. Yeah, Millhouse is Thrill House is incredible. Yep.
I don't know about
Him,
easy. I mean,
him with the
he's very
the
funny.
fugitive. You talk about bits that make me kneel over laughing every time it pops up, like on Twitter or something like that. Millhouse in the Fugitive parody, jumping off
Yes, so
the
good.
waterfall, and then just going, my glasses.
Millhouse, Homer. Another great dynamic is Homer and Millhouse.
Yeah.
Like when
He
just
hates them.
like who's he talking to? I forget when he's like, you know that stupid kid Millhouse. Like he's just I forget.
Is it Burns? It might be
Yeah,
Burns.
I think it's Burns. He's like,
"This is
what?
Dweeb Millhouse."
Yeah. My favorite.
He can never name Homer, but he knows Millhouse, right?
Yeah. I think my favorite Millhouse line is when Bart is it's like, when you tried to tell me I didn't have the fish, but why did I have the bowl, Bart? Why did I have the bowl?
My favorite, and Milhouse isn't even involved in this, but there's a badger in Santa's Little Helper's doghouse, and Bart like gets attacked by it, and he's like, "Dad, there's a badger in the doghouse," and Homer just goes, "Badger my ass! It's probably Milhouse." Like, Milhouse is just in there, a feral Milhouse. In the doghouse.
I think. Oh man, you know,
There's so many.
it's
good
probably
ones, though.
it's probably Mo for me.
Oh, so good.
I love Mo.
Wiggum's incredible. Mo's so
Whole
good.
Wiggum
Yeah, it might be
family
Mo.
is great. Mo's great. Sneaky.
Kemp Brockman's
Yeah.
Brockman's
sneaky.
awesome.
Yeah, one of my favorite lines in the whole
Ion
show.
Springfield
Yeah, the
intro.
Ion Springs. Yes, so him in the hot tub.
Yeah.
One
Get
of
a
my
tattoo.
one of my favorite jokes ever is the St. Patrick's Day, where everybody's a little bit Irish except for the gays and the Italians.
He hits of course before that. He's like, of course the gays and the Italians are not Irish. There's what's the episode where someone's robbing everything? It's a take on a mad world that they do. And Homer's on there, the vigilante. Homer's got like a crew of vigilantes that he's in charge of, and he's with Kent Brockman. And he's like, "Oh, you've got our call, and it's our first because this isn't a call-in show." But then Brockman just rides with anything. He's completely fine with whatever situation thrown.
Him in Last Exit to Springfield, him doing the debate show with the union debate, him doing the alley-oop to Homer for the funniest scream he has ever had. For Homer, critics have called unions a lumbering dinosaur. Just the scream Homer unleashes. I'm being told by my producers to not talk to you anymore.
Oh man, like if you asked me this tomorrow, I'd have a completely different answer because there's so many good side characters. I think today I'm going to go with Lenny.
I love Lenny.
Lenny's a war hero. They throw a pudding in his eye, Mr. Burns. The first time he's shown humanity in his whole life. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" Oh no, excuse me, that was Carl. You can pelt Lenny as many times as you want, but Lenny living in shambles. Please don't tell anyone this is how I live.
A great
Punched in the back of
Simpsons
the head.
like running thing is.
And I'm going to punch Lenny. He just gets rocked.
Just spits out the coffee.
A great recurring joke is just the rest of the Simpsons family, like their adoration for Lenny.
Yes.
Not Lenny!
Yeah.
Not Lenny! Or like when Marge is like knitting the get well Lenny thing. I just love that.
She's got like a whole
Yeah.
corner full of it, like an effigy to Lenny.
Wiggum is
Lenny's
Chief
great.
Wiggum is up there for me. Ralph Wiggum is great too, but Chief Wiggum I think is funnier. You know, Ralph has the one-liners and it's great and all. The dynamics with Chief Wiggum are funnier. When they're doing the bad cops intro and Snake gets away. This is Papa Bear. Put her on an APV for a car of some sort.
Oh yeah, that's
Suspect
Heading in the
hatless.
direction.
I repeat,
Hatless. Repeat. Hatless. Another line I'll quote. Heading in the direction of that place that sells chili.
It's funny. It's crazy that Wiggum like is such a great character because like dumb fat cop is such an easy archetype to be like, okay, like that's it. But it's something about him. Something ticks with Wiggum. He's so great.
I think it's his voice. Like his voice is so like sweet almost.
Yeah. The
Unassuming.
shot, the whenever I think of Wiggum, I think of the shot in Homerverse of the 18th Amendment when he's like walking over to the Lovejoy wife. He's like, "Let me put on the old Wiggum charm." What's that girl's name? The exotic dancer that's in there with them.
She's only in those 2 episodes, right?
Princess Cashmere. That's
Yeah.
right. Love her.
Looks like an explosion at the old Simpson place. The beer with the April Fool's.
Oh yeah.
I'm proceeding on foot. Calling a code 12. We need pretzels. Repeat. Pretzels.
Obviously he's part of the family, but Grandpa Simpson.
He
Just-
counts as a side character.
Yeah.
If he does, then he's number one with a bullet. If I can't take Burns, like they do all of the same over exaggerating because he's impossibly old, but he's poor. So it's even funnier. You could argue like they make him more downtrodden every time they cut to him. But the Hellfish episode, which I almost drafted, is cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love whenever they
cinema.
threaten to put Abe in a home. Aw.
I mean, the rant in Last Exit to Springfield, where he's the union busting thing. I mean, that's the stuff of legends. Give me 5 Bs for a quarter. You'd say. They didn't have any white onions because of the war.
Yeah, the Fuhrer had taken the word 20 from us. I know it's a different rant that he goes on.
Yeah. I had an onion tied on my belt.
Which was the style at the time.
The style at the time.
So good. Oh, man. Good TV show if
it-
you haven't watched it before.
Yeah, pretty good.
Again,
No,
it's called The
not bad.
Simpsons.
Yeah, they'll appreciate this. They've been trying to get the word out there.
Yeah, you know.
Guy I
'cause
wish
the word of mouth.
guy I wish was in more episodes. Drederick Tatum, their take on Mike
Yeah.
Tyson is
Yeah.
perfect, absolutely perfect. I'll leave his children orphans. Well, the mother will still be alive. Yes, but I assume she'll die of grief.
Hibbert's so good, too.
What a show.
Hibbert, the judge, who's basically Hibbert, the judge, is
Yeah.
I can't remember what time they were in court for. Maybe it's the episode where Bart and Homer get chained to each other as punishment. That was definitely later. That's probably in the double digits by then. But he slams the gavel and yells "denied" out of nowhere. And me and my friend have only ever said that when we want to say no, like our whole lives. Like the way he says "denied" is so perfect.
I love fictional judges. This is a bit
Yes,
I
new-
like.
new
You
bit
better
that
be going somewhere with this.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Well, the Red Sox are cooking right now, which is good.
Yeah.
The chat
They
has
typically do.
kept us updated on that. Emoji of the week is something yellow.
Yeah, the yellow man. Just do the yellow man.
Sure, there you go.
And Coley, do you have a song of the week, my friend?
My song of the week. Let me do a quick scroll to the things I've been listening to lately. Oh yeah,
I do the exact same thing.
I will take probably "In the Modern World" by Fontaine's DC.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
It's my favorite album. It wasn't released this year, but it was like December maybe of last year, so close enough of this year.
I am gonna go with "The Subway" by Chapel Roan.
Yeah, new track.
Yep.
I'll go with been on a Fleet Foxes kick recently. Let's go "Helplessness Blues." What a song that is! Excellent song. Shout out Fleet Foxes. I
My
should have
emoji
asked Liam
is
for
the
something.
whale
What's that?
shoots the whale that shoots the water out of his back. I fucking love that guy. That's my
Yes.
emoji of the week.
Okay. We'll use him.
That's
Wait, are there two whales or it's just
There are
the
two
whale?
whales. There are two whales.
Oh, I didn't
There's
know
like
that.
the blue whale who's just a gargantuan fella, and then there's the cartoonish whale that shoots a little water out of his spout. And I like that guy. I like the vibes he brings to any conversation.
okay.
so spouting
that guy's
whale
Smiley.
and yellow man.
Oh, there he is. I see him
Emojis
in the
of the
chat
week.
now. Thank you.
There you go.
Tremendous.
Seth would never miss that. So, is that all we got?
I think so. I'm gonna go watch the what 8th, 9th? What are they in? 7 right
You're
now?
pondering, friend. You're gonna have to explain
Oh,
that we
that's right.
talked about The Simpsons
Yeah.
for an hour 15. So,
No, that's all right. That's all
luckily,
right.
it's been a good game so far. 6-2, middle of the 8th as we record this. Sweet Caroline time at the Fens. Hopefully, they can secure the series win, and this would be win number 7 in a row. More good times
Coley,
ahead.
I gotta ask before we leave. When we just did a whole hour on cartoons,
Please.
have you watched Smiling Friends?
Oh, I knew you were gonna have.
So I've seen the clips of it. I've never watched a full episode. The clips have made me laugh. It's
They're in
just
and
when you
out.
have-
They're like 10, 15 minutes.
No, they're not
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
when you have 3 kids, it's hard to ever watch what you want to watch. So anything
enough.
That's
new,
fair.
I'm super
That's fair. I will say if you're I mean, you could watch the whole show, I think, in an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
So, and it's I love
Very
it.
realistic
We love it.
dialogue for it, which I think is like the core of the humor of that show.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
just
Yeah, I
the
mean,
way
And
the
there's a
clip-
character. And Fitz, did you know Glep's wife is named Marge Simpson?
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's my favorite cartoon that's currently on the airwaves.
We
Well,
told
I
Jared
guess
to
The
watch it
Simpsons
as well.
is currently on the airwaves.
Yeah,
But-
it is.
Yeah, kind of.
It's
I mean, that whole Marge died thing that came about.
Oh, well, she died in the future.
Right, which
Like-
but also the controversy happened like 2 weeks ago. That episode came out like 7 months ago. That tells you a lot about like how people are tuned
The
in.
cultural, yeah.
Yeah,
Grasp it
that's
has.
tough. Like I just said about Who Shot Mr. Burns, that had the country by the throat for 4 months. This happened 7 months ago. Like, you guys get Marge died?
Yeah. You hear about this? You see that? You hear about this, folks? On that note, that's going to do it for this edition of Pod on Lansdowne. We appreciate you listening. As always appreciate the support, whether you're listening on wherever you get your podcasts, watching on YouTube. Join the YouTube chat next week. Maybe we'll get a Family Guy expert on to do Family Guy episodes or something to that effect. Get Liam back next week, too. The whole gang will be there. Coley, we appreciate you taking time out of your night to shoot the shit with us. We'd love to have you back on at some point. We'll just do another Simpsons episode draft again, and then we'll pick completely different episodes because we don't remember what we picked tonight.
Let's do side characters. Like there are a million different Simpsons drafts you could do.
Sure, I'll do side characters. I like that.
Who's
I
your-
just
who's
gave
your one?
I gave it away
Rex
that
Banner?
I picked Mole Man in the morning in the first
Oh,
round.
I mean, I view like anyone not in the family is a side character.
Yeah.
So
Anyone who doesn't
Burns,
live at Evergreen Terrace.
yeah, like that. It's a
Well,
deep draft.
Ned does, but you get
Deep
get my
draft.
point.
742 Evergreen.
Thank you
Terrace,
very much.
Fitz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, on that note, for Jake, for Coley, for Liam and Parts Unknown, for Marshall barking over there, I'm Fitz. You're you.
Mabel. Mabel was
For
on
Mabel.
earlier.
For Spable, as you would
Mabel.
say.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
Fitz. You're you. We will talk to you next week. Coley, you get the honors this week to do it. Go Sox. And obey your mother.
Obey your mother.
Obey your mother.